Ragnarok Origin Classic Tier Cup is a fair battlefield where players compete in control, teamwork, and tactics. This match requires a 10-player squad to engage in cross-server battles. According to tactical arrangements, each match will have two sides selecting 5 players each to compete in a 5v5 battle. The tournament features a total prize pool of $1 million, awaiting top teams to claim. Who will stand still last, rise to glory, and become the new tier? Tier Cup gameplay. This Tier Cup will use the Dimension Drill 5v5 mode throughout all stages. Dimension Drill is divided into 4 maps: Card Contest, Blood and Gold, Shapeshift Ops, Team Deathmatch. Shapeshift Ops. Randomly refresh shapeshift orbs on the field. Pick one up to temporarily transform into a powerful boss. Earn points by defeating enemies. And the party that reaches 60 points first or has the highest score when time runs out wins. Card Contest. Both parties compete for the card. The party with more members near the card can push it forward. Breakthrough Checkpoint. And the party that pushes the card to the enemy base first or he has pushed it farther when time runs out wins. Blood and Gold. Compete for coins by fighting over the boss and taking down enemies. When time runs out, the party holding the most coins wins. Team Deathmatch. Each character has 3 lives. Keep defeating opponents to deplete their lives. The first party to take 15 lives from the enemy, or the one with more remaining lives when time runs out wins. Tier Cup stages. This Tier Cup is divided into 4 stages: warm-ups, ranked game, point stage, elimination matches. Warm-up stage. All teams can participate. Get familiar with the gameplay and practice team setup. Ranks and points in this stage will not be counted toward the official ranking. Ranked game stage. Each team will play multiple random Dimension Drill matches, and rankings will be determined based on team points. The top 96 teams will qualify for advancement. Point stage. This stage will use the fair PvP mode. The 96 qualified teams will be evenly divided into 4 divisions based on their rankings, with 24 teams in each division. Within each division, a round robin will be the match format, where each team must play 1 match against each of the other 23 teams in the same division. Victories will grant points. After the point stage ends, the top 8 teams from each division will advance, making a total of 32 teams entering the elimination matches stage to compete for the ultimate honor and prize money. Elimination matches stage. All parties that successfully reach this stage will be eligible to share the $1 million cash prize. 32 qualifying teams will be paired for matches according to the high versus low principle. For example, 1 versus 32, 2 versus 31, 3 versus 30. The BO5 format will be used for this stage, and the first party to achieve 3 victories will advance to the next round. After multiple rounds of knockouts, the final 2 parties will advance to the championship match. The championship match follows a BO7 format, and the winner will be crowned the ultimate champion of this event. Tier Cup event rewards. This Tier Cup features a total cash prize pool of $1 million, with the champion taking home $500,000. Teams that advance to the top 32 will share the remaining dollars. Teams that advance to the top 32 will share the remaining prize pool. All advanced guilds will also receive in-game virtual rewards of different tiers based on the final ranking, including exclusive titles, portrait frames, chat bubbles, and joining party notifications. More surprise rewards will be announced soon. Stay tuned. Ragnarok Origin Classic. $1 million Tier Cup, waiting for you to challenge.
Months pass only. Months pass only. Mon pass only. Mon pass only.
Ragnarok Origin Classic Tier Cup is a fair battlefield where players compete in control, teamwork, and tactics. This match requires a 10-player squad to engage in cross-server battles. According to tactical arrangements, each match will have two sides selecting 5 players each to compete in a 5v5 battle. The tournament features a total prize pool of $1 million, awaiting top teams to claim. Who will stand still last, rise to glory, and become the new tier? Tier Cup gameplay. This Tier Cup will use the Dimension Drill 5v5 mode throughout all stages. Dimension Drill is divided into 4 maps: Card Contest, Blood and Gold, Shapeshift Ops, Team Deathmatch. Shapeshift Ops. Randomly refresh shapeshift orbs on the field. Pick one up to temporarily transform into a powerful boss. Earn points by defeating enemies. And the party that reaches 60 points first or has the highest score when time runs out wins. Card Contest. Both parties compete for the card. The party with more members near the card can push it forward. Breakthrough checkpoint. And the party that pushes the card to the enemy base first or has pushed it farther when time runs out wins. Blood and Gold. Compete for coins by fighting over the boss and taking down enemies. When time runs out, the party holding the most coins wins. Team Deathmatch. Each character has 3 lives. Keep defeating opponents to deplete their lives. The first party to take 15 lives from the enemy, or the one with more remaining lives when time runs out wins. Tier Cup stages. This Tier Cup is divided into 4 stages: warm-ups, ranked game, point stage, elimination matches, warm-up stage. All teams can participate, get familiar with the gameplay, and practice team setup. Ranks and points in this stage will not be counted toward the official ranking. Ranked game stage. Each team will play multiple random Dimension Drill matches, and rankings will be determined based on team points. The top 96 teams will qualify for advancement. Point stage. This stage will use the fair PvP mode. The 96 qualified teams will be evenly divided into 4 divisions based on their rankings, with 24 teams in each division. Within each division, a round robin will be the match format, where each team must play 1 match against each of the other 23 teams in the same division. Victories will grant points. After the point stage ends, the top 8 teams from each division will advance, making a total of 32 teams entering the elimination matches stage to compete for the ultimate honor and prize money. Elimination matches stage. All parties that successfully reach this stage will be eligible to share the $1 million cash prize. 32 qualifying teams will be paired for matches according to the high versus low principle. For example, 1 versus 32, 2 versus 31, 3 versus 30. The BO5 format will be used for this stage, and the first party to achieve 3 victories will advance to the next round. After multiple rounds of knockouts, the final 2 parties will advance to the championship match. The championship match follows a BO7 format, and the winner will be crowned the ultimate champion of this event. Tier Cup event rewards. This Tier Cup features a total cash prize pool of $1 million, with the champion taking home $500,000. Teams that advance to the top 32 will share the remaining prize pool. All advanced guilds will also receive in-game virtual rewards of different tiers based on the final ranking, including exclusive titles, portrait frames, chat bubbles, and joining party notifications. More surprise rewards will be announced soon. Stay tuned. Ragnarok Origin Classic. $1 million Tier Cup. Waiting for you to challenge.
Yo, listen up. Vactra's on her way. If you don't try your best, you will go to Valhalla. Now bring your beat in. Start from the bottom, cause scenes and then it's crawl, baby. Now I'm feeling awesome, be fate of trying to call and your thoughts are falling. Why we get more and more taller, you can ride me a color, but where I get is gas from. Now who's the ruler? You wanna act cooler, but it is true that I'm handling the future. You lack maneuver like you fake computer sooner. You couldn't realize that your trees just a sense of humor ain't so. You're rookie, I'm afraid so. You may know you're living better cradle. It's fatal like a fell as a NATO. Hurry up, we gon' eat you up, make it drop like rice. Crowds are hanging up high. It's time to roll the dice. It's a fair competition zone. One eye for one eye. Got nowhere to hide. Now throw up your peace signs. It's a fair competition zone. One eye for one eye. One eye for one eye. Gonna take the zone. One eye for one eye. Measure, treat, mully, phantom, dash. The blessing then effectual, transom, catch. Begin to make them break beds and river in my back. Didn't mean to rap, but we so impressive. Everything that's too harassing, that's passive. You may call us too aggressive, but we plastic. You are touch the fields, crashing on the plastic. Bringing in more practice, huh? Ain't so, you're looking, I'm afraid so. You may know you're going in better cradle. It's fatal like a fell in tornado. Eat your whole crew like eating bagel. The crowds are hanging up high. It's time to roll the dice. It's a great competition zone. One eye for one eye. You got nowhere to hide. Now throw up your peace signs. It's a fair competition zone. One eye for one eye. Cause I'm down on the table. She'll love be playful. Watch your enemies put flake like a freak show. Cause down on the table, she'll all be playful. Make a better feel, more parodies I call like a fable. Lay low, or we're polishing our halo. Right, crowds are hanging up high. It's time to roll the dice. It's a fair competition zone. One eye for one eye. Got nowhere to hide. Now throw up your peace signs. It's a fair competition zone. One eye for one eye. 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 One eye for one eye.
เอาละครับแล้วก็ต้องขอเสียงปรบมือหน่อยให้กับทางคุณแชมป์อีกครั้งหนึ่งด้วยนะครับเอาละครับและตอนนี้เวลามาถึงกันแล้วนะครับ Crown Victory Fueled by Passion ยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านนะครับเข้าสู่รอบ Grand Final ของการแข่งขันของเทียร์ครับที่จัดขึ้นในกรุงเทพมหานครประเทศไทยของเราขอเสียงดังหน่อยเลยขอเสียงหน่อยค่ะมาเลยนะครับเพราะนี่คือการแข่งขันของ Rock Origin Classic นั่นเองครับตอนนี้คุณอยู่ผมใต้โปรจิครับ
และดิฉันเนยนะคะอนุสรณ์ชัยนะคะต้องบอกว่าการแข่งขันรอบชิงชนะเลิศของเทียร์คัพประจำปีนี้ค่ะได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยวันแพลตฟอร์มเติมเงินเกมอันดับหนึ่งของโลกสะดวกสบายปลอดภัยได้รับความไว้วางใจจากผู้เล่นทั่วโลกOne Team One Champion No Limits ค่ะ
รวมไปถึงในส่วนของตัวเก้าอี้เกมมิ่งสำหรับผู้เข้าแข่งขันของเรานะครับก็ได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยทาง TT Racing ครับนั่งเล่นอย่างเท่เล่นอย่างโปรกับ TT Racing เก้าอี้เกมมิ่งของเหล่าเกมเมอร์ที่แท้จริงครับ
และต้องขอบพระคุณค่ะ Thermal Tech นะคะสำหรับการสนับสนุนเทียร์คัพ Grand Final ในครั้งนี้ Thermal Tech Build the Perform Design to Inspire
แล้วก็สำหรับงานของเราในครั้งนี้นะฮะก็เรียกได้เลยนะครับว่าก็ต้องขอบคุณผู้สนับสนุนทุกท่านที่ทำให้เกิดงานดีๆแบบนี้ขึ้นสำหรับทุกท่านที่เข้ามาอยู่กันแล้วนะครับยังไงก็ตามเนี่ยวันนี้นอกจากการแข่งขันสุดมันที่จะอุบัติขึ้นบนเวทีของเราแห่งนี้สำหรับทุกคนเนี่ยนอกจากลุ้นกับผลการแข่งขันแล้วยังได้ลุ้นกับให้ตัวคุณเองด้วยเช่นเดียวกันเพราะว่าตลอดการทั้งวันนี้เลยนะฮะการไลฟ์ของเราเนี่ยเราก็จะมีขึ้นมาเป็นส่วนตัวไอเทมโค้ดนั่นเองนะครับ ดังนั้นเนี่ยอยากให้อยู่ที่หน้าจอตลอดเวลาเลยนะฮะเพราะว่า
ค่ะ
ไอเทมโค้ดอาจจะขึ้นมาเมื่อไหร่ก็ได้ เช่นตอนนี้เลยครับ
ตอนนี้ขึ้นมาเรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะ เพราะฉะนั้นตอนนี้ค่ะ เหล่านักผจญภัยนะคะ รีบกดออนไลน์ค่ะ ล็อกอินเข้าเกมกันได้เลยนะคะ แล้วก็รับโค้ดแลกกันได้เลยนะจ๊ะ
ใช่แล้วครับแล้วสำหรับงานของเราในครั้งนี้เนี่ยจะไม่สามารถเกิดขึ้นได้เลยนะครับ ถ้าเกิดว่าขาดเหล่าบรรดาผู้ใหญ่ใจดีที่เข้ามาร่วมสนับสนุนรวมไปถึงเหล่าพันธมิตรในวงการนะครับ ที่เรียกได้ว่าให้เกียรติในการที่จะตอบรับตบเท้าเข้ามาร่วมกันให้เกิดงานในครั้งนี้ขึ้นเลยครับผม
ถูกต้องแล้วนะคะ so now ladies and gentlemen please welcome Mr. Kim President of Rowdy Game Vision
ขอเสียงปรบมือด้วยนะครับ
ยินดีต้อนรับนะคะ
และสำหรับท่านต่อไปนะครับ ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะฮะให้กับนายกสมาคมกีฬาอีสปอร์ตแห่งประเทศไทยครับพี่สันติโหลทอง
สวัสดีค่ะ and next please welcome Mr. Tahe CEO of Joy Maker
เอาละครับก็เรียกได้เลยนะฮะว่าเป็นพันธมิตรต่างๆ ที่เข้ามาร่วมกันให้เกิดการแข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลครั้งนี้ในกรุงเทพของเรานั่นเองนะครับ
ถูกต้องแล้วค่ะ
ใช่ครับ แต่ในรอบถัดไปครับในเมื่อวันนี้เป็นการแข่งขันในรูปแบบของ e-sport นะฮะก็อยากที่จะกราบเรียนเชิญนะครับ ผู้ใหญ่ท่านนี้ฮะขึ้นมากล่าวอะไรกันสักเล็กน้อยนะครับในโอกาสถัดไปนะฮะขอกราบเรียนเชิญนายกสมาคมกีฬา e-sport แห่งประเทศไทยครับพี่สันติโหลทองขึ้นมากล่าวสักอย่างบนเวทีครับ
ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับด้วยค่ะ
Good afternoon สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีเกมเมอร์แร็กนาร็อกไม่คาดไม่ถึงว่า 24 ปีที่ผ่านมาเรายังอยู่ตรงนี้กันอยู่ เกมมีอายุมาก พวกเราไม่แก่เลยจะเห็นหลายๆคนที่เล่นแร็กนาร็อกดูไม่แก่ ก็ต้องขอบคุณกราวิตี้ขอบคุณจอยเมเกอร์ที่ทำให้เรายังดูเด็กอยู่ถึงวันนี้ การเป็นเกมเมอร์เราทำให้เรารู้สึกผ่อนคลาย เราทำให้เราปลดปล่อยนะครับ วันนี้โลกมันเปลี่ยนไป หลังจากเราเล่นเกมเพื่อความสนุกสนาน เราค้นหาบางอย่างเมื่อ 20 กว่าปีที่แล้ว NPC แต่ละตัวสร้างปริศนาให้เราเยอะมากจนกระทั่งเรางงว่าจะไปยังไงต่อนะครับผมเองก็มีส่วนร่วมกับการเฉลยปริศนานี่คือขี้โกงนะฮะก็คือทำหนังสือบทสรุปเกมแร็กนาร็อกขายนั่นเองนะครับนั่นคือ 20 กว่าปีที่แล้วก็ต้องขอบคุณกาวิตี้อีกทีหนึ่งเพราะว่าเงินเหล่านั้นไม่ได้หายไปไหนวันนี้เราเอามาทำสมาคม e-sport แห่งประเทศไทยสมาคม e-sport ประเทศไทยส่วนหนึ่งได้รับการสนับสนุนโดยทางอ้อมจากกาวิตี้ซึ่งไม่ได้หมายความว่าเขาให้เงินเรามานะครับแต่ว่าเขาสร้างอาชีพให้กับเรานะครับเพราะฉะนั้นในส่วนตรงนี้ในวาระที่เชิญผมมากล่าวเปิดนะครับผมก็คิดว่าในเมื่อเราใช้เกมมาเป็นการแข่งขันเห็นมูลค่าของเงินรางวัลแล้วนะครับก็ต้องบอกก่อนว่าเยอะมากนะครับสำหรับเกมที่มีอายุนานขนาดนี้นะครับหลายๆคนอาจจะคิดว่าอาจจะเป็นเกมบางเกมที่เขาเล่นกันเป็น e-sport จ๋าเงินรางวัลสูงแต่ว่าคาดไม่ถึงว่า MMORPG จะสามารถทำได้จนถึงทุกวันนี้นะครับและผมก็เห็นทิศทางที่จะดำเนินต่อไปนั่นหมายความว่าทุกคนที่ยังใช้แร็กนาร็อกเป็นเกมแข่งขันนะครับก็มีโอกาสที่จะสร้างเงินสร้างรายได้สร้างอาชีพนะครับผมคิดว่าเราคงจะมุ่งหน้าตามหาความฝันไปด้วยกันด้วยการแข่งขันเกมที่เราชอบนะครับก็ยังไงก็ตามขอบคุณ Gravity Joy Maker ที่เชิญเรามานะครับรวมทั้งพาร์ทเนอร์ที่ให้โอกาสงานนี้ด้วยขอบคุณเกมเมอร์ทุกท่านขอบคุณทุกท่านที่อยู่ในงานนี้นะครับขอบคุณมากครับขอให้การแข่งขันดำเนินไปด้วยความราบรื่นและทุกคนชนะครับขอบคุณครับสวัสดีครับ
โอเคขอบพระคุณนะครับพี่สันติโหลทองนั่นเองนะฮะคนนี้นี่เรียกได้เลยว่าเป็นออริจินอล
ค่ะ
หนังสือเกมแร็กนาร็อกเล่มแรกมาจากพี่เขาครับ
Wow. All right. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Kim, President of Gravity Game Vision, on this stage to give a little bit warm welcome to everyone. So please welcome. ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับ Mr. Kim ด้วยนะคะ
Hello everyone. 예, 사와디캅. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 반갑습니다. 예, 그래비티 게임 비전의 프레젠트 진킴입니다. 반갑습니다. 오늘 라그나로크 오리진 클래식 티리컵 오프라인 결승 무대에 함께해 주신 여러분들 모두 환영합니다. 감사합니다. 예. 티리컵은 그 라그나로크 온라인 시리즈가 글로벌 경쟁 무대에 진출하는 첫 걸음이고요. 그 의미가 있고 진정한 영광은 과금의 차이에서 오는 것이 아니라 노력과 전략 그리고 팀워크에 있다고 믿습니다. 여러분들이 노력하는 이 가치 그리고 그렇게 노력해서 얻는 이 가치를 더욱더 저희가 더 강하기 위해서 유저 여러분들이 더 많은 공정한 그런 경기를 위해서 저희 개발팀 모두가 계속해서 수고하고 또 노력하고 있습니다. 마지막으로는 오늘 티르컵을 통해서 아주 뜨거운 경쟁의 열기 그리고 마지막으로 라그나로크만의 진정한 공정한 세계 함께 경험했으면 좋겠습니다. 많은 성원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다. 코쿤캅 땡큐.
감사합니다.
โอเคขอบพระคุณมากเลยนะครับ
ค่ะ
คุณคิมของเรานั่นเองนะครับ President ของทาง
All right, and we just heard from the president of Gravity Game Vision here, Mr. Jin Kim, welcoming us to the Tier Cup. He said that Tier Cup is an important step for the RO series towards the global competitive stage. Now, there is a lot of meaning behind it. You know, they believe, and Mr. Jin Kim believes that true glory stems from strength, strategy, and team cooperation rather than spending gaps.
That is correct. Also, he said that ROC is committed to creating fair, just world adventure for everyone. But hold that thought, we have a gift code for everyone.
Yeah, this is going to be the first one of the day. Make sure you redeem it. Make sure you share it to your guildmates as well. It's Tier You Are the Legend for 3 large Eden chests, 10 Token of Siegfrieds, and 10 Yggdrasil berries.
Yes, that is correct. So please redeem it now. We have a lot of this stored in this live stream. So please share the live stream and join us until the very end.
For sure. And for everyone just tuning in, welcome to the Tier Cup Grand Finals happening in Union Mall, Bangkok. My name is Zero, and joining me today is Nikki.
Nikki here. It has been a long journey, but let's throw it back to the host.
2 ใน 3 โดยจะผลัดกันรุกผลัดกันรับนั่นเองนะครับใครสามารถที่จะจัดการอีกฝั่งหนึ่งได้มากกว่าได้แต้มสังหารมากกว่าก็จะได้รับชัยไปมาดูสิว่าฝั่งผู้ท้าชิงจะสามารถต่อกรได้กับเหล่า KOL ของเราได้หรือไม่นั่นเองครับ
เอาล่ะและตอนนี้ทั้ง2ทีมก็พร้อมแล้วด้วยค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับทีม KOL และทีมผู้ท้าชิงของเราบนเวทีแห่งนี้เลยค่ะมาแล้วจ้าโอ้โห
ทีมผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะวันนี้มาวันนี้ฮะ
เสื้อน่ารักมากเลยอ่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
ทั้ง2ทีมมาประชันกันแล้วนะฮะเราจะได้เห็นนะฮะตะกี้นี้เรียกได้เลยว่ารอบนี้โอ้โหแต่ละคนมาไม่ธรรมดากันเลยทีเดียว
ดูหน่วยก้านแล้วเป็นไง
ดูจากกล้ามของทางพี่ชิปตอนเกิดก็ได้ฮะอย่าให้เบ่งให้นิดนึงเบ่งก่อนที่แบบว่าทักทายน้องๆทักทายทุกคนก่อนครับนี่
เราอย่ายอมสิเราแบ่ง
สวยเป็นไงล่ะก็สำหรับวันนี้เดี๋ยวจะเป็นทางฝั่งของทางทีม KOL แล้วก็ทางบรรดาผู้ท้าชิงที่จะมาเจอกันนั่นเองนะต้องถามทางวันนี้คุณชิปตอนเป็นหัวหน้าทีมถูกไหมฝั่ง KOL
ครับผมใช่ครับ
โอเคฮะรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับที่ได้ขึ้นมาแข่งขันกับผู้ท้าชิงในวันนี้ฮะ
ก็รู้สึกปกติครับก็เหมือนเล่นกับเด็กอะครับ
อุ้ยเหมือนเล่นกับเด็ก
เหมือนเล่นกับเด็กเลย
เปิดก่อนเลยแล้วกัน
โอเคนี่คือเปิดก่อนเลย
ทางนี้คอมมานเดอร์ชื่ออะไรคะ
อีกิทครับ
แล้ววันนี้นี่พอมาเจอรู้สึกยังไงบ้าง
ก็ปกติครับอยากเล่นกับคนแก่
โคตรชิวอุ้ย
อยากเล่นกับคนแก่อะไรนะฮะอยากเล่นกับอะไรนะ
พี่ชิปครับ
อยากเล่นกับ
พี่ชิป
พูดอะไรไปดู
พวกเราด้วย
ดูขนาดแขนเบี้ยวนิดนึงแล้ววันนี้ตะกี้นี้เรามีพูดไปเรียบร้อยแล้วอยากเสริมอะไรเพิ่มเติมไหมฮะ ว่าวันนี้การแข่งขันจะเป็นอย่างไรกันบ้าง ก่อนที่จะเข้าสู่การแข่งขันจริง
ก็เดี๋ยวจะเล่นกันเต็มที่นะพวกเราใช่ไหมครับ ก็เตรียมแผนกันมาเรียบร้อยแล้วครับ
ๆ ครับ
ไม่มีอ่อนข้อใช่ไหมเต็มที่
ไม่มีอะไรในหัวเลยครับตอนนี้
แบงค์ไปเลย
แหมส่งมาให้ขนาดนี้
โอเคนะฮะ
แล้วทีมนี้คือเป็นยังไงบ้างคะพกความมั่นใจมาขนาดไหนคะ
ตั้งแต่ก่อนเกมเปิดแล้วครับ
ตั้งแต่ก่อนเกมเปิดด้วยฮะ
สุดยอดตั้งแต่ยังไม่ปฏิสนธิเลย
หมายถึงเกมตัวเกมนะฮะ ต้องถามว่าแล้วอยากเจอใครเป็นพิเศษหรือเปล่า
ทั้งทีมเลยครับ
ทั้งทีมเลย
นี่ไง
ฮะ
เขาได้เจอแล้วนะคะ
โอเค ก็เดี๋ยวต้องมารอดูไปด้วยกันนะครับ นอกจากที่จะลุ้นผลการแข่งขันแล้วสำหรับทุกท่านที่เข้ามาร่วมรับชมเนี่ย เดี๋ยวก็จะได้ลุ้นไปด้วยกันด้วย เพราะว่าหลังจากจบการแข่งขันในรอบนี้ เดี๋ยวเราจะมีการจับฉลาก 1 ชุดนั่นเองครั
ลั
บ
คกี้ดรอแบบชุดใหญ่ไฟกระพริบนะคะ เพราะฉะนั้นใครที่กำลังรับชมแบบออนไลน์อยู่นะ อย่าเพิ่งไปไหนนะคะ รอติดตามแบบติดขอบหน้าจอกันได้เลย
ใช่แล้วครับ เพราะว่าทางออนไลน์เนี่ยเดี๋ยวยังไงก็จะมีส่วนของตัวโค้ดไอเทมตลอดทั้งงานด้วยเช่นเดียวกัน ดังนั้นเนี่ยผมว่ามากันแบบนี้แล้ว ประจำกันเลยดีกว่าไหมประจำจุดกันเลยดีกว่าไหม
เรียนเชิญค่ะเรียนเชิญเราจะนั่งแข่งตรงนี้แหละ แล้วก็
ใช่
ทุกท่านที่อยู่ในงานของเรารวม
ครับ
ถึงทุกท่านที่กำลังรับชมก็จะได้เป็นกรรมการเนาะเป็นสักขีพยานไปพร้อมๆกันอยู่แล้ว
มารอดูไปด้วยกันนะฮะ
เร็วๆ
เพราะว่าทีม KOL ปกติเราเห็นพวกเขาเล่นกันอยู่ในไลฟ์สตรีมอยู่แล้วนี่ใช่ไหม
เลิศเลยอันนี้คือเหมือนแบบเราจะได้รู้ว่าฝีไม้ลายมือของเขาเนี่ยมันเป็นยังไงความพริ้วของนิ้วมือ
ความพริ้วของนิ้วมือ หรือ เฮ้ย ผมเห็นพี่เขียนไกด์มาตั้งเยอะ แบบนี้มาก็ไม่เท่าไหร่ดีกว่า
อุ๊ย เดี๋ยวต้องรอดูนะคะรอติดตามชมนะคะ ตอนนี้เขาเริ่มกันไปหรือยังคะเนี่ย
เดี๋ยวตอนนี้เดี๋ยวเราก็อยู่ในช่วงเซตอัพกันอยู่นะฮะ
ได้ ซึ่งเดี๋ยวเราสองคนก็จะคอยแบบว่าภาคให้
เดี๋ยวรอดู
เป็น
ให้
ระยะ
ผมเป็นไงฮะตอนนี้นี่คือทางฝั่งของพี่ชิปตอนแต่มีการวางแผน strategy อะไรมั้ง
All right, for all those wondering what's happening on stage right now, we're gonna have a show match between a KOL team and members from the community.
Yes, that is correct. What is a tournament without a show match, right?
Absolutely.
And right now, I am definitely feeling the crowd and feeling the hype from our KOLs and challengers. So in just a little bit, we're gonna introduce who are our KOLs and our challengers.
Yep, for our KOLs, I think we caught a glimpse of them. We got Shipdoned, we got Piasp, we got Junko,
Junko,
and we got Biu Bius,
Biu Bius.
and
Ginger,
yes,
Ginger
Ginger
channel.
as well. Those are the defenders, right? The KOLs,
Yes.
and they'll be playing against challengers from the community who will be playing in a best of 3 against the KOLs. So if the challengers win 2 out of 3 games, they will be able to go home with some nice prizes.
That is correct. So everything is at stake right now. You can see them; they're having fun, but I think they were having a little bit of trash talk or
Yeah.
banter, right?
Yeah, I couldn't really understand it, but you can feel it through the screen.
Yes.
Like they were just talking about it.
Yes, that is correct. But anyway, talking back to the prizes, I think I'm not sure if it's in-game rewards or merch, but
I'm not
one thing
100%
is for sure. They won't go home empty-handed.
Yep. So the game rules are that there's going to be playing a death match for 5 minutes. Whichever team has the higher amount of eliminations will be called the winner for that round. It's a best of 3, so we're going to be seeing it a couple of times. Hopefully the challengers will be able to put up a good fight because, you know, Shipdon, Junko, they're not easy opponents.
They're veteran players, but you also mentioned during off-stream, off-cam, that there's a downside if you're on the KOL side just because challengers already know what job classes you've been playing.
Yep, and I happened to see one of the challengers with his account. He's a top 32 in the tier cup.
You know
so
him personally?
I've seen his name on one of the top 32 teams. So they are not pushovers anywhere. So this makes for a very interesting show match about to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm kind of biased to my sister, PS. Follow their pages, by the way, because they are the KOLs and they are creating content for our ROC. So please do support them as well. Also, our challengers, do support them.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, most of you guys here are here for the main meet, right? We've got Poek and Encore.
Yes.
The grand finals for the Tier Cup happening after this. So if you are tuning in to support one of the teams, don't go anywhere just yet. We're just gonna have some fun with the community. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream as well with me, Zero, and Nicky.
Actually, you mentioned have fun with the community. There's a lot of watch parties being simultaneously being held and done today. We have the Indonesian watch party with Bolton.
Toshio as well.
And Toshio GG. For the Philippines, we have Marvin Immortal MBGG and Little Fat.
And Belly Boy. Don't forget Belly Boy.
Shout out to also my guild. They're having a watch party. Tenebris. Hello, guys. They're chatting.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the viewers out there at home watching as well. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Thank you guys for supporting the teams playing here today. You might be Indonesian, you might be Filipino. It doesn't matter because we are here for a good best of 7 in the finals.
Yes, that is true. I'm super excited. We've been talking about the main event, but for now, once again, if you just tuned in, you don't know what's happening. This is the show match. Actually, Cyril, I want to ask, have you ever tried playing for a show match before?
Not really.
You wanna try?
Yes.
Maybe get us? No?
Nah.
Let's just be here at the commentary table. All right. Any predictions, though?
It's hard to say. I mean, we know the jobs that the KOLs are playing, and we will see the lineup for the opponents as well as we head into the first game of the show match happening right here in Unimall Bangkok. Here we have the KOL team, Shipdon, Junko, Bius, Piast, as well as Ginger, and their opponents. We see Baby Winnie, we see Ikis, and Pong Pong. And let's take a look at their lineup. It's pretty interesting. I see a Doram here, played by Shipdon, and Ikis will fall. That's going to be first blood going towards the way of the defenders.
That is correct. Continuing what's happening right now. Shipdon just roaming around, throwing all his AoEs. And the challengers is not in a good predicament. I mean, it's just 2-0. However, you want to get more kills.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage, a lot of AoE damage coming from this physical Doram. And he's also using Catnip the Nyan Grass, which reduces a lot of the reduction that the opponent has. Now the score right now is 4-0 for the defenders, and let's see if the challengers is able to answer back in any way.
Hopefully, we're seeing Baby Winnie and Miss. All the chaos happening here. They're just getting all the damage being thrown by Shipdon here. Will be dashing away for a bit, sustaining himself, and going back into the battle once again. Currently 5-0. Shipdon's about to go down. There you have it, the first elimination for the challengers.
Yeah, big kills. They got 3 kills, in fact, and that's going to give them a lot of stopping power here. We do see what the new jobs that is released in Classic. We see the Gunslinger being played from the side of the challengers, and it's been doing pretty well. It's I think Ikis is the one playing the Gunslinger, 6-4 right now. The score is pretty close between both of them. Let's see if any team is able to pull out ahead. It was very far ahead for the side of the KOLs, but it looks like the defenders are fighting back here. And Shipdon dropping very low. He has to run, being chased down there by Ikis. Breeze brought down there by the slug shot.
They know the target now. Shipdon, you can no longer just throw all your skills. I mean, the challengers, they know how to adjust, and they're doing really well. 6-6 right now, tying up 2 minutes more, 2 minutes 40 seconds rather. And I think for the KOLs, they need to re-strategize or reposition.
Yeah, they are not really playing together as a team. While if you look at the challenger side, it's just a sea of red playing really compactly together. Even against a Doram. Ikis gets another kill. The Gunslinger is very strong in a map like this, where you need AoE damage, when you need direct damage. The Gunslinger is something to be feared. 7-7 right now. Ikis gets brought down. 2 minutes left remaining, but Ikis being resurrected goes back to do the damage. This is a Desperado build Gunslinger, and it does a lot of damage in an AoE.
Well, that is the new job class being flexed here by Ikis. I like what you mentioned. Wanna say it once again. They have a really good turtle strategy wherein they just rely on the sustains and just being tanky and let Ikis do his thing.
Yep, less than 2 minutes remaining. Shipdon got brought down pretty low, but he was able to survive through all of that. Ginger falls. That's going to be 2 kills going towards the way of the challengers. And right now, the KOLs are in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look at the POV from the side of the challengers. 11-8 right now. EK's Desperado doing a lot of damage.
Wow. That's so swag with the razor kick there. But anyway, Ginger's also a gunslinger. I just noticed right now.
No, Ginger's biochem.
Oh, is that a biochem?
Yep.
Oh, this one. Who is this one?
Bill.
Yes, Bill.
Yes, Bill is the gunslinger, but right now it is 12-8. EK's Desperado gets another kill, weakest 6 streak here for the gunslinger, and he is carrying his team to victory. Bill is gonna fall. That's 15-8 right now. The challengers are starting to run over in the first game of this best of 3.
They're collapsing for their defenses, and once again, finally someone died there, but 15-9, not looking good for our KOLs. They need to have a proper position and probably shut down AKIS, I think.
Yeah, 40 seconds left remaining. This is a 7-kill gap. Can the KOLs catch up here? They're trying to go for Shipdon. Shipdon is going to fall far away from his team. He's not going to be resurrected, so he's going to have to resurrect himself out of this place. But I don't think the KOLs is able to catch up with this 8-point deficit. With only 20 seconds left remaining, I think we have an answer here, Nikki. The challengers are here to play.
Yes, they ain't playing, actually. They're very serious, and they're showing us they're more than just mere challengers, as they will be taking game number 1 of the show match.
Yep, challengers to winners real quick. MVP going to the side of Pong Pong on the side of the challengers, playing a DPS Doram, 2 kills to his name. So majority of the kills did come from Ikis, but Pong Pong did 0 deaths basically.
Yes, and also I think they have a mirror job class.
So lineup.
Yes. So, I mean, they had their banter. I think this is the interview, right?
Yep, challengers going up, coming up with a win, a surprise win. You know, we would have think, the KOLs would be in a better spot. You know, they've got Tier Cup top 32 players as well. Shipdon was top 32. I think Junko was top 32 as well. So, they are pretty strong challengers, but, these challengers, they are nothing to be scoffed at.
They want to go home with the prize.
Absolutely.
They want to make a statement. We're not just challengers. We want to be winners also.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's just game number 1. This is a best of 3 series. Of if ever you're supporting for the KOLs, do it now. Put it in the comment section and cheer for the KOLs.
Absolutely. I mean, we did get to see a showcase of Gunslinger, right? How strong it is, especially in a small map where your opponents are forced to stick together. The Desperado just deals so much damage.
Yeah, you're there. You just want to take all the damage. Nowhere else for you to go, actually. So it's a good thing for the viewers that we're showcasing the Desperado build. There's another build, right?
Yep, the Gatling gun build.
Oh, yes. More on the PvE side?
It's stronger for PvE. It's harder to use for PvP because you don't get to equip shield, right? Gatling gun is a 2-handed weapon, and that's always going to be tough. In small scale fights like this. So the Desperado, with all the breakdancing moves, is a much better
Razor kick.
Razor kick, slug shot, you got Desperado. So there's a lot of AoE damage, a lot of huge burst potential coming from that class as well.
Have you switched to Gunslinger now?
Not yet. When I'm back from here, maybe I'll change jobs, but it's so fun to watch.
Why maybe?
For the rewards. If you guys don't know, you can switch to Gunslinger right now. Once you reach level 99, you'll be getting a bunch of rewards that you can claim to make your character stronger.
So please try the newest job class, which is Gunslinger. And I believe later on we will be having another showcase, right?
Oh, yes.
Special KV for that.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm spoiling, sorry. But anyway, this is no spoiler. We will be heading to game number 2 in just a little bit. Let's talk about adjustments. What could be a good adjustment for the KOLs?
There's not much time that you can really do to adjust right at this moment, right? Your jobs are fixed. You can't really change jobs. So maybe just game plan wise, now you know who the opponent's primary DPS is, right? You're gonna go for Ikis. you want to focus on Shipdon. You know that he's the main DPS for his team.
Outside.
Yes, so chasing him out is gonna give your team so much survivability, and there's minor gameplay adjustments we can do. But let's see if any of these teams will make these adjustments as we head into Game 2 of this show back happening here in Union Mall, Bangkok.
Let's go. Let's begin game number 2. Now the spotlight is thrown to Ikis, our gunslinger. Let's see what will the KOLs do. Leaping his way towards everyone, he will be crowd controlled and is gonna die just like that.
We're talking about the focus. They know Ikis is the
Yes.
primary focus. So now if you focus on Ikis, he's going to be taking down a lot of damage from the side of the challengers. And Ikis is dropping very low. He's going to fall again. Shipdon really just focusing in on him.
Yes, it has been target lock here towards against Ikis and Pungpu. So the KOLs are really good when it comes to playing in pressure like this.
Yeah, and we do see Ikis, he has locked down on Shipdon
Yes.
as well. He wants to bring down the primary DPS from the opponent's side as well. And right now, 1 minute has passed. Ikis gets another kill on towards Ginger. It's 3-3 at the moment. But who will pull out ahead? There's plenty of time left for them to make a little bit of adjustment in game. But Ikis really bringing down Bius pretty easily so far.
Yes, he has been repeating the combo, but what I really love about Ikis is that he knows when to commit and when to go out. Now chasing Shipdon, eliminating Shipdon, and now even going after Junko.
Yep, exactly. He is feeling it right now, doing so much damage. I mean, the swagger, right? When you use Desperado is just, with the AoE damage, it's just so much damage potential coming from the gunslinger.
Yes.
Ikis dropping down very low, gets feared up, dives in, gets
about to die.
Desperado, almost falls there, but the support coming from Pias keeps him alive for the moment, but he will fall in towards the end. 5-4 right now. The challengers, a slight lead for them as we take a look at the POV here from Shipdon. He is the primary DPS for the KO outside, but he has been facing trouble really bringing these people down.
Bios has been dying a lot here, probably being targeted. However, we're currently watching Shipdon being well guarded, actually being well targeted. Like what you mentioned, 2 people has been constantly going after Shipdon. That's going to be a stay. I think it's going to be stay. Yes, he's falling. For the challengers, they know their objectives.
Yeah, we see the debuffs being used on Shipdon. We see the Hell Plan. We see the Lex Eterna really just trying to burst down Shipdon. Everything in the kitchen sink. Just throw everything at his Doram. Hopefully he dies. I see another Lex Eterna being used on him. Desperado going for Shipdon. He gets healed up just in time. But if he's constantly running, he's not going to be able to provide DPS for his team.
Yes, giving a lot of space to the challengers to give damage towards his teammates. Now we're currently looking 69. Challengers are making the way here. 3-point advantage. We have still like less than 2 minutes here. Shipdon going back into the battle once again, being forced to go outside. I think they're having their momentum now.
Yep, 7-9 so far. The kill score not really far ahead. Still time for the challengers to catch up. They get another kill on towards Ikis. Makes the score 8-9 right now. Just a 1-point differential with only 90 seconds left remaining in this match. Can they pull up ahead? Ikis gets a kill on towards Biu. 8-10 so far, but they are still within arm's reach of the opponent's score.
Exactly, and this is going to be interesting. Will this be a 2-0 sweep, or will our KOLs be able to have their revenge here? We're currently watching Shipdon. On the other hand, Biu is about to go down, holding on to a sliver of his health. Shipdon, he's doing his best to actually go in and out, but he's eliminated though.
Burst damage coming from Desperado and Lexeter now just being way too much. 12-8 right now. Ikis really tearing them a new one with this Desperado build. really just focus firing down on Shipdone as much as possible, chasing him out, keeping him away from his supports, and just tearing them down one by one. 40 seconds left remaining. Shipdone's gonna fall once again. 5-kill differential. Can the KOLs come back from this? This might be too little too late here, as we might see the challengers taking this in a very clean sweep.
That is correct. Challengers being in their A game on. Eek is on fire literally as well. Look at him throw all his skills to anyone out there. Less than 10 seconds. And Shipdone's about to go down. Razor kick, slug fire, everything thrown at 2-1. And there you have it, a clean 2-0 sweep by our challengers. Wow!
How strong the gunslinger is in these small, chaotic 5v5 fights. If you don't shut him down, he's gonna be able to really tear you a new one. And really well done there by the challengers. Clean 2-0 sweep against the defenders. And they are able to walk home with some cool prizes.
That is correct. Now I'm curious who Aegis is. So probably later on we will be able to meet him. But that was our show match here is a best of 3, meaning to say challengers will, like what you mentioned, will be going away with cool swags and prizes.
During the banter session, right?
Yeah.
When those two teams were talking to each other, I overheard one of the players say that they're not worried because they have Ikis in their team.
Oh, so he's really famous.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
he's
what you mentioned,
top
ranker?
32 in the tier cup. So he's no slouch. He's here to win, and win he did.
And it actually motivates people, especially here in the crowd, that even though they are challengers, they can go up against KOLs or defenders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a pretty good game from both sides. I mean, the score was very close in the majority part of the games, but the challengers were able to really just put their foot in the pedal and really tear it up, especially towards the last minutes. That's where the gap gets the largest.
Always, always. You can see the grit that they really want to win. But also, let's still give credits to our defenders. So we have Bills, Shipdone, Junko, Pius, Ginger. They played their best.
Yep.
And I think they will still be remaining here in the venue. So if you want to meet them or meet us, go here now at Union Mall, Bangkok, Thailand.
Yeah, if you're from the Philippines, it's only a 3-hour flight.
Let's
It's not
go!
that long. If you're from Indonesia, it's about 5 hours. It's still decent.
5 hours?
It's about 5 hours.
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia, it's about 2-hour flight here. So we're the closest. We're literally neighbors, Malaysia and Thailand. So it's pretty easy for us to fly here as well.
So yeah, it's not too late, guys. We will be staying here until the grand finals. So you can still pack up and go here, fly here at Union Mall. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, and the grand finals, I think, is what a lot of people are just waiting for. We've got pretty much a month in cultivation for this grand finals. Both these teams had a month to prepare for these grand finals. We've got Poek representing Indonesia and Encore representing the Philippines happening here in Thailand. So this is neutral ground for them. There is no home team advantage for any of these teams, and that makes the grand finals even more exciting.
Exactly. It's very interesting to see that we're here in Thailand and two competing teams who made it from our qualifying stages are from different countries, right? So it's really fun to watch that later on. So please do stay tuned until the very end. Also, what I want to mention here in our on-site event, we have a lot of things in store. Actually, we have a lot of crowds.
Yep.
But let's go back to our defenders here. They look chill.
Yep, left to right is Ginger, Yubiu, Piasps, Junko, and Shipdone.
Yes. And here, Niki and Cyril. But yeah, they are the defenders. Actually, it's really hard to defend your title.
You have more pressure, right? You're walking into this with more to lose.
Yes, but now we will be having a different set of challengers.
Yep, I wonder who they are this time, playing against the same defenders. I mean, the first set of challengers definitely put up a very high bar. You know, they won the game, both games, with a very convincing score, 2-0 on both games. But here we have My Prince, Ziv, 21 Nism, and Sideline. So these players were also at least in top 96 of the Tier Cup.
Wow. So it's really nice to see them participating for a show match. You know, this is all fun and games, but when you know there's a prize involved,
They sit up straight, you know.
You want to be competitive. So it's really nice to see our challengers here.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you know, these teams qualifying to the top, these challengers, most of them were in top 96 as well.
Wow.
So you know that they come here meaning to win. They're not here casually, you know. They are from the community, but they're here to take away the prizes away from the defenders.
And what's also another thing to think about is that if you're the defenders, you will be playing how many best of 3 matches for the show match. It's really exhausting.
Absolutely. So are you saying the next team has a bigger advantage against the challengers because now they're more well-rested and the challengers are more tired in this matchup?
Could be. But we know Shipdone, Jinko, and the rest, they don't get tired. They can play until tomorrow, actually. Let them do the show match. Okay, very much excited. And later on, I think they will be having... I think they're done with the banters.
I think so. And so they're going to prepare for another best of 3. It's going to be the same set of rules. 5-minute timer in team deathmatch. Whichever team gets the most kills will be taking the point from that round. So whoever wins the best of 3 will be getting prizes. I think the prizes are a merchandise bag and a bounty pass for
I want
each
that.
player.
I want that. I want to bring home those stuff. Anyway, we're here. I think they're just behind us, actually, dear viewers, Midgardians, Adventures. We're still live here at Union Mall, Bangkok, Thailand, and we're about to dive into game number 2 of our show match. Again, this is going to be a best of 3 team deathmatch. I'm thinking about, since the challengers, they already seen how Shipdone and the rest perform, that could be a good advantage for the challengers.
Yeah, I'm more wondering if the challengers will bring some interesting lineups because we did see a mirror matchup pretty much in the previous game. We've got the Doram as well as the Gunslinger, Biochem, Gypsy as well as Priest.
Yes.
So we haven't seen, you know, Paladin, the Wizard,
Assassin,
we haven't seen Assassin, you know, so I wonder if this second set of challengers will have a different lineup to play up against the defenders.
Hopefully. I really want to see Pallies, you know, because it's basic for DD to have your Pallies, your Sorks, right? So really want to see that coming from the challengers. I'm not just quite sure if it's going to be, again, a mirror match.
I mean, I think they're all using their own accounts. So you know, they can change job. They can play whatever job they are currently playing. So that will be interesting to see. I mean, Ziv, his name has a sniper at the end. So I hope we see a sniper in this 5v5. That might be pretty good. Paladin is really good counter to the Gunslinger as well. We haven't seen Professor being played by either of these teams. The Dispel is very strong to get rid of all the buffs from the Priest as well as the Gypsy. So I wonder if we'll be seeing any of these classes in this next match.
Interesting. Actually, looking at how Gunslinger move, how do you shut down a Gunslinger?
You focus fire him, and he has shield. He's tankier than some classes, but you can, if you focus him down, like with a Paladin, if you chase him down, he's not gonna have a good time really being able to do his damage in an AoE. So any classes that can really chase him down without losing their life, which is like Paladin, Professor as well, they can really just chase him down. Those might be good counters, especially if you know the main DPS dealer is the Gunslinger. But in the case of the defenders, right, their main DPS is actually Shipdome, right, on a Doram. So how you counter Doram, the best class to counter Doram is Paladin. And the next is Sniper. So we'll see as we head into the first game of this best of 3. Will the challengers have a better shot this time? Ziv Sniper using a Professor, and we see a Paladin here as well. Biochem Bard as well as the Priest finishing things up here for the side of the challengers, while the defenders will be using the exact same lineup. Biu being focused down. He's dropping very low. That's going to be the first blood going towards the way of the challengers.
These challengers, they've done their assignment. They know how to approach the game for today. Shipdown still, maintaining his, what do you call this? His distance. Distance. Okay, he has been doing that quite so well. He's very careful when it comes to engaging, and let's see if the challengers will be able to actually take down Shipdown.
Shipdown is really just left on his own. He can do whatever he wants, and that's what a Doran wants, right? Not being focused down and able to throw out AoEs constantly, but here Shipdown gets another kill onto Zip Sniper. Biu gets a kill as well. 3-3 right now with about 4 minutes left remaining. Who will pull up a hit endurance? 21ism will fall. That gives the defenders an advantage right now. 4-3.
Wow.
Can they pull this lead even further?
Biu's always receiving damage right now, being targeted, I think. But we're currently watching Shipdown just throwing his AoEs, having his whole little world like what you mentioned. But now I think he is being close to a distance here with My Prince and the rest of the challengers. However, Sincha, I think, is going to go down. Ginger's quite low, and Biu's once again going to go down. I think what the challengers are doing is that taking points from Biu's.
Yeah, but Ginger as well as Shipdown are the primary damage dealers in their team so far. 6-5. Shipdown gets another kill on towards the Zip Sniper, and they are starting to get a lead into this game. 7-5 right now, and Shipdown is still left uncontested. He's just being able to throw out his skills without any worries whatsoever.
That is correct. Like literally a walk in the park, a walk in this arena, going in and out without someone actually going after him. We are seeing Zincha Sniper wanted to close a distance, but Shipdown is just so tanky as of the moment. And I mean, we're currently tied up with 7-7. Gingers will be going down. Biu's gonna go down as well. 2 points going towards our challenger. Sincha Sniper now currently dominating.
7-9 right now. The scoreline is still pretty close. We might see the side of the defenders come back at any moment. Zip Sniper dropping very low. We do see one of them dying as well. 9-10. Zip Sniper on a wicked kill streak, but he gets brought down there by Shipdown, who has yet to die so far in this game. 9-10 scoreline. We do see 21ism dropping very low. Zip Sniper is gonna fall. 10-10 scoreline right now. Can they pull this lead back in their favor? Yes, they can. The challengers back in the lead.
Shipdown here, adding more points. That is correct. That is correct. Our defenders actually trying to defend their pride, their honor. Biu's will be dying there. 1 point towards our challenger. I think if you're the challenger, just focus fire on either Ginger or Biu's, because the rest are just so tanky.
Especially Shipdown on the Doran. He's not going to be dying very easily, but right now, 13-12 scoreline with about a minute left remaining. Can they keep this lead here for the side of the challengers? 14-12. Another kill going their way. Biu is going to fall. 14-13. He has to watch out. He knows. He has to know by now that he's the primary target for their opponents, and he needs to keep his distance. Make sure he doesn't die way too many times. They're 14-13 right now. Biu's gonna fall once again. 14-14. 30 seconds left remaining. Can Shipdown carry the ship all the way to victory? Can their captain bring them to the safety of the shores? And we're about 30 seconds left remaining. 14-14. Another important kill there will give them the lead. And can they get it in time? 20 seconds. No! Biu's gonna be the one to fall. 14-15. 15 seconds left remaining. They need a kill. They need to find something out of nothing right now in order to come back. No, Biu's gonna fall once again, as it is gonna be the first game going towards the way of the challengers once again.
Wow, that was quite a back and forth between the defenders and the challengers. However, Shipdown will be the MVP. However, it's going to be challengers who will be taking game #1 for best of 3 series. I think they're quite happy, but they're just quite containing their smiles as of the moment.
That was a pretty close game.
It
Towards the last 30
is.
seconds, the scoreline was
Yes.
tied 14-14.
14-14.
So it could have gone either way. So that was
Yes.
a breath of relief being released there by the challenger squad. Now they got the first game.
Yes.
A little bit, nerves
advantage.
already being just released.
Yes.
Right now they know they're on the driver's seat. They know that they have the advantage. They can play more freely in the next game.
I don't think so because the challengers, whenever they play, if you can see here in
Full
this,
focus.
yes, game face mode on, and when they won, that's just the time where they were able to have the sigh of relief, their smiles actually. As for the defenders, they've done their best. Hands down to them, actually, especially to Junko. It's really hard to actually take care of Bilbius, but we can see he's trying his best to actually support Bilbius.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Biu died 14 out of the
Yes.
16 deaths from the side of the defenders. So, something
Ginger.
has to change.
Yes.
Something has to change from the defenders'
True.
side because they probably figured out from the first side of the challengers
Yes.
who the main target to go for is to be able to win against the challengers, the defenders. So the defenders have to, switch things up a little bit.
That could be a good adjustment. They have to if they want to win the next match.
Yep.
However, if they want to give it to the challengers, why not, right? Because we're generous like that. Yeah, I don't want to be in a position wherein I'm always being focus fired. That's why
That
I
doesn't feel
chose.
good.
It doesn't feel good, especially knowing that if I'm playing like Bilbius, I'll be targeted. You mentioned how many? That's 14 out
14.
of 16, right? But yeah, we'll be showing them more matches later on. It was fun. It was fun.
Absolutely. And let's throw it back to the hosts, Pochi and Noi, for a little bit of a talk with the players.
เตรียมตัวตอนนี้ทีมผู้ท้าชิงของเราทีมสุดท้ายพร้อมแล้วนะคะ ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับนะคะ ทีม Lovejoy Maker
ชื่อทีมดี
ตั้งชื่อทีมดีเนาะ เหมือนเอาใจมาก ๆ เลย
Love Join Maker
Lovejoy Maker สวัสดีจ้า
สวัสดีครับคุณแนะนำตัวนิดนึงครับ
โตเกียวครับ
โตเกียว
โตเกียวอนุทิน
ไหนนะ
IGN นะ
อนุทิน อะไรนะ โตเกียว
อนุทิน
อนุทิน
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะท่าน
ไม่คิดว่าท่านจะมาเล่นด้วย
เป็น
นะ
เกียรติมากที่มาร่วมงานของเราในวันนี้
รู้สึกก็เดี๋ยววันนี้ท่านใส่แว่นมาปุ๊บแล้วจำหน้าไม่ค่อยได้เลย
วันนี้ท่านรู้สึกยังไงบ้างคะที่ได้มาร่วมงานกับเรา
ก็รู้สึกขอบคุณโอกาสที่แบบว่าทางทีมงานกับจอยเมเกอร์ให้ครับ
อืม
ครับ
ค่ะ
มีอะไรอยากจะบอกทางฝั่ง KOL ไหมฮะ
ก็แพ้มา2แล้วนะครับเดี๋ยวผมแพ้ให้
อ่อนให้
สังคมต้องการคนแบบนี้ค
ใช่
รับ
สังคนโอเคครับ
คนดี
แต่ว่ารอบนี้คืออ่อนให้แต้มกับทางฝั่ง KOL บ้าง
ใช่ครับใช่
โอเคครับ
อย่าไปอ่อนข้อสิเดี๋ยวเราไม่ได้ของรางวัลนะ เอาให้เต็มที่
มาถ้าเกิดอย่างนั้นเดี๋ยวประจำที่กันเลยแล้วกันนะครั
เรียนเชิญ
บ
เลยค่ะ แมตช์เดียวเหมือนกันนะคะ 5 นาทีเนาะชนะแล้วชนะเลยนะจ๊ะ ไหนมาเรียบร้อย เซ็ต
เอ้ามันต้องบัฟใหม่เหรอ
แล้วตั้งห้อง
โอเคนะฮะ ตอนนี้แล้วทำไมทางนู้นก็ดูประชุมแผนกันเยอะเลยอ่ะ
นั่นน่ะสิ
โอ้
คือให้คอมมานเดอร์อยู่ตรงกลางเพื่อที่จะตะโกนแล้วแบบได้ยินทั้งทีมอย่างเงี้ยเหรอ
ใช่ น่าจะเป็นประมาณนั้นเดี๋ยวโทษนะคะ
นี่
หนึ่งประมาณนี้ โอเค
อุ๊ยน่ารักจังเลยนี่คือแบบผ้าห่ม
ผ้าของการแข่งขันของเราในครั้งนี้นั่นเองนะ
ใช่
ครับ
แล้ว
รักน่ารักนั่นเองนะจ๊ะ มา
ระหว่างที่เซตกันนะคะ เดี๋ยวตอนนี้ก็ขออนุญาตประชาสัมพันธ์ เพิ่มเติมสักเล็กน้อยสำหรับผู้ที่อยู่ในงาน เนื่องจากว่าวันนี้ค่ะพี่โปจิมีคนมาร่วมงานกับเราเนี่ยเยอะมากๆเลยนะคะ ก็ขอบคุณทุกท่านที่มาร่วมงานกันด้วยเนาะก็เลยทำให้จำนวนของรางวัลที่อยู่ในงานตอนนี้อาจจะหมดแล้ว
ก็ต้องกราบขออภัยแต่
คุณก็ยังสามารถร่วมลุ้นรับรางวัลลัคกี้ดรอกับเราได้นะจ๊ะรางวัลใหญ่ยังมีอยู่อย่าเพิ่งรีบไปไหน
ช่วงเย็นนะฮะขอบอกเลยฮะว่าใหญ่ระดับที่ว่าเราเห็นแล้วเรารู้สึก
อยากได้เอง
ปวดใจแทนทีมงานว่าเขาจะส่งไปให้ยังไง
หรือเขาจะต้องแบกกลับบ้านไปเองหรือเปล่าหรือยังไง
ถ้าเกิดแบกกลับบ้านไปเองนี้น่าจะต้องใช้ระดับรถกระบะเลยนะ
อันนี้ก็น่าคิดอยู่เหมือนกันเราก็ไม่ได้คิดมาเหมือนกันนะคะ
นั่นสิครับแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวรอดูกันนะฮะวันนี้ตอนนี้ทางทีม KL เป็นไงบ้างฮะพร้อมไหม
1-4
กำลังเซตติ้งกันอยู่นะครับกับทางทีมผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะเมคอะไรนะ
ใครนะ
Love
Joy Maker
Love Joy Maker
ใช่
นะฮะLove Joy นะ Love Joy
Maker
ท่านอนุทินนะทำไมชื่อทีมนี้ฮะ
เพราะว่า
เอาใจ
เฮลลิงส่งเข้าประกวด
อะไรนะฮะ
เฮลลิง
ถ้ายังไงอธิบายเพิ่มหน่อย
เฮลลิงคือแบบว่าเป็นเหมือนบอทในเป็นเหมือนคนที่ประสานงานตอบอะไรเงี้ยก็คือในกลุ่มเนี่ยเขาจะรู้กันว่าเฮลลิงเป็นคนตอบอะไรเงี้ยน้องส่งเข้าประกวด
เป็นฟิลเหมือนผู้สนับสนุนที่เทรนเข้าประกวดไปเลยนะจ๊ะ
ใช่ฮะ
พอไหมไม่เล่นดอกเหลืองนะน้อง
พอมา
ดอกเหลืองไม่เล่นนะ
พอไหม
ไม่เล่นจ๊ะ
โอเคทีม KL ของเราทีม KL ของเราพร้อมแล้วนะฮะตอนนี้ผู้ท้าชิงนะฮะเลิฟจอยเมเกอร์
จ้ะ
พร้อมนะ
พร้อมครับ
พร้อมนะคะท่านโอเคค่ะ
เราจะเริ่มต้นใน 3 2 1
Let's go เริ่มแล้วจ้ะเกมเดียวนะเกมเดียว
And we are going into the next show match here with a different set of challengers. On the opponent's side, we have Baramons, we've got Guis, we got Chang Yu. On them, we do see a gunslinger and Kami the Kid as well, playing the gunslinger, getting a lot of kills already.
Yes.
He is scary. He is focusing down on Shipdome. He knows the main target from watching the first 2 matches, and now he's just chasing him everywhere.
Oh no!
Shipdome in some trouble.
Shipdome! You have to Shipdome. If this is not looking good for Shipdome, it's gonna go down. Almost! A sliver of health there! Gonna run for his life. However, we're already at 0-3 in favor of our challengers.
Yeah, and Kami the Kid really just focusing down on Shipdome. He gets a return kill there, but the scoreline is already 1-4 so far, and it is very convincing towards the side of the challengers as they learn from their predecessors. They learn from the previous 2 games, and they know that, hey, we chase down Shipdome and get the kills on towards Biu as well, and that's how they win this game.
And that's how you do your assignment, challengers. All right, let's go. Shipdome here again receiving a lot of damage. Will be forced to actually use to the party. But look at that GS going after him, leaping for his life here. Shipdome going out of the skirmish, but GWIS still on the lookout. And Paramos and Kami the God too, they ain't playing here, Zero.
Yep, Shipdome gets another kill. Kami keeping things very close here. Shipdome really is trying to do his best. You know, he's taking so much focus. He's being lax. He's being focused down by the gunslinger, but he is still able to hold on to this game for the moment. Look at his HP. He's always surviving with an inch of his health. 4-7 right now. The challengers are really running away with this game.
They're scary. I don't want to go up against Lovejoy Maker team. I don't want to go up against Kami the Kid here. Dealing a lot of damage, eliminating Ginger, and eventually eliminating Bill. This is just an onslaught.
Yep, Shipdome 5 kills already to his name, but 9 kills there for the challengers. Really making it tough here for the defenders to really do anything at all. Shipdome's trying his best. Armor is broken here from Shipdome's side because of the biochem, so he has to watch out. Taking so much damage from the Desperado. That's a broken armor on Shipdome, so he's taking more damage from from the gunslinger. So 6-12 right now. Shipdon still being able to get some kills, but the Kami the Kid is just doing too much damage at the moment.
It's very scary because I got surprised where in Shipdon just, you know, his life, his HP bar went like 10%. Paramore, is it Paramore's Changyu? Paramore's and Changyu here also assisting Kami the Kid, finally gonna go down here through Bilbils, but Bilbils will be dying as well.
8-14 right now with about 90 seconds left remaining. Shipdon being focus fired here by Kami the Kid. The disarm not really effective because they have a biocam in this team. 1 minute left remaining. Can they try and pull it back? At least here for the defenders. 6-point differential. Kami the Kid gets another kill. Shipdon gets a kill, a return kill on towards Kami the Kid. 6 kill differential still with only 60 seconds left remaining.
That is correct. Once again, Ginger holding on to his life here. B-Bills just got eliminated. 11-17 here, less than a minute. And we're seeing a lot of damage here on our screen. But one thing is for sure, Kami the Kid here will go down. However, Bills will be going down as well. 48 seconds here, and it's just a back and forth for these two teams. Still, I think this is really hard for the defenders to actually manage to get 7 points at this point.
Yeah, it might be too little too late here unless Shipdon can come out with some miracle. But 7 kills in 30 seconds is way too hard here for the defenders to try and come back from this 6 kills. Actually, they managed to get a kill on towards Kami the Kid, but again, they get a return here. Shipdon being focused down. He is in some trouble. 15 seconds left remaining. Oh, they might be able to keep things close here. Only 6 kill difference.
10 seconds
but
left,
it is too late here. 6 seconds left remaining, and it will be the defenders losing again. Challengers are 4-0 against our defenders.
I mean, this is the most kills, I think, throughout the show match. 21. 21. But anyway, we have here Lovejoy, Maker, Egg, and G-Ab. Our challengers actually winning all of the show matches.
Yep, and so all the challengers will be going home with a bounty pass as well as limited merchandise for themselves. So very well done there by all the challengers. So thank you all for watching the show match. Let's see what they have to say.
แล้วทางฝั่งของทางทีม KOL นะครับรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
ใช่ไหมเราก็เลยเหมือนจะปกติเล่นอะไรชิวๆอะไรไป เล่นมือเดียวอะไรไป
เมื่อกี้เอ็นหลังอยู่ สักพักหนึ่งหายไป1 คนเริ่มค่อยๆขึ้น ค่อยๆขึ้น ค่อยๆขึ้น เข้าสู่เกมเมอร์โหมด
เหมือนแบบโผล่ขึ้นมานิดนึง
โอเค
โอเค เพราะฉะนั้นนะคะ ขอเสียงปรบมือให้ Challenger ของเราด้วยค่ะ Lovejoy Maker นะคะ เดี๋ยวลงไปพักผ่อนรับของรางวัลได้เลยจ้า
ขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับแต่
ต
ว่า
อนนี้ KOL ขยับมาจ้าได้เวลาอันสมควรแล้ว
เดี๋ยวเราจะทำการลัคกี้ดรอ 5 รางวัลนะครับ มาดูกันสิว่าคุณจะเป็นผู้โชคดีหรือไม่ที่จะได้รับของรางวัลต่างๆ ไป เดี๋ยวเราจะขึ้นมาที่จอของเรากันเลยทีเดียว เพราะว่านี่คือ
Welcome back, everybody, and we have a gift for you for tuning in to the Tier Cup broadcast so far. First, live comment raffle happening here on the stream, so make sure you follow this format. What is the format, Nikki?
Oh, they know this. You know the drill. Just type in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your message. Okay, we want to see your message. Guys, adventurers, make sure that you input the correct information or else it won't be valid. Do it now. Do it fast. Can they spam though?
I mean, they can spam, but
go.
They're gonna screenshot the winner randomly at a time. So the more messages you type with the right format, you have to make sure it's the right format. So UID, server name, your character name, and the team you're supporting, whether it's Poek or Encore here in the grand finals.
Okay, we're about to go to the main part later on. Are we? But anyway, we have here a lot of interesting things, and one of which is actually the main event, which is the grand finals. You mentioned that our adventurers can join in the lucky draw if they put in the team that they're supporting now. I want to know. can we reveal the team we're supporting?
No.
No bias, no bias here. No
Yeah,
bias.
but it will be a great grand finals. I mean, both teams, they had a month, over a month to prepare for this grand finals. So a lot of research, a lot of studying their opponents, the games, the meta, even the builds. There's a lot of time to build up for this moment. So I'm pretty excited for both of these teams. They have not met each other in their group stages up till now.
Yes.
So it is going to be very, very interesting to see, what sort of secret strategies that both these teams have brought up.
Okay, let's give them a bit of a backstory. We went to the backstage, have a little bit of chit chat with our players, and you mentioned secrets. Are we about to reveal some secrets here? I'm a spoiler.
I mean, the audience can check in game, the final lineup for both sides. So we have a surprise wizard being played there by Poek, while for the side of Encore, they're playing with an assassin.
Yes, very diverse, which is really interesting because two teams, different countries, different lineup, different strategies now clashing here in the grand finals. Only goes to show which team really made huge amount of preparation and practice. It's definitely gonna play out later on. I'm very much excited. I know everyone is, especially you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mind games going on between both these teams, and also the understanding of the game is very different on both sides. You see one team playing with a wizard, another team playing with a Synex. So you can see the contrast in terms of their strategy and how they approach the game. It's also very interesting to see that everything else, the other 9 players are
almost
playing the exact same characters. So the only difference between both these teams is this wizard and this assassin. So there are 4 maps that they're competing on.
Yes, but I think we're gonna go back to the host. Are we gonna go back to the host? Oh, we will be having a KV in just a moment, right?
Yep.
We will be having the showcase. I spoiled it a while ago, right? The gunslinger, right?
Yes, I think that is next.
Up next.
Let's take a look at what the game has updated recently for Ragnar Online Origin Classic.
No one has set foot in this land. There were no gunshots here. Until now, someone is breaking through the darkness. But the darkness never truly left. When the first gunshot tears through the night, dawn will finally arrive.
เอาละครับและนี่ก็คืออัปเดตใหม่ล่าสุดนะฮะ Shadow Over Glass Hem นั่นเองครับ แมปใหม่อาชีพใหม่และบอส MVP ใหม่นั่นเองครับ
ดีงามมากๆเลยนะคะ นอกจากนั้นเนี่ยเดี๋ยวในวันพรุ่งนี้ค่ะพี่โปจิ
ครับ
เราจะมีการเฉลิมฉลองนะคะ การถือกำเนิดของแชมป์ค่ะในการแข่งขันเทียร์คัพนะ ซึ่งภายในเกมค่ะ เดี๋ยวทุกท่านก็ได้เจอกับกิจกรรมพิเศษค่ะกับ Champion Night Celebration นะคะ ในช่วงเวลากิจกรรมค่ะ เดี๋ยวเขาจะมีแชมเปี้ยนพาเหรดเนี่ยออกมาเฉลิมฉลองอย่างยิ่งใหญ่ด้วย เพราะฉะนั้นก็ขอเชิญเลยนะสำหรับเหล่านักผจญภัยทุกท่านนะคะ อย่าลืมค่ะมาร่วมเป็นสักขีพยานแห่งเกียรติยศ และร่วมฉลองชัยไปพร้อมกับแชมป์ของพวกเราด้วยค่ะ
และก็ในเมื่อพูดถึงแชมเปี้ยนกันแล้วนะครับ
จ้ะ
ต้องพูดถึงกลุ่มคนเหล่านี้กันเลยทีเดียว เพราะว่าพวกเขาเหล่านี้เนี่ยเป็นส่วนหนึ่งที่ช่วยทำให้เกมแร็กนาร็อกประสบความสำเร็จในบ้านเรานั่นเองนะครับ เพราะพวกเราเนี่ยได้มาอยู่ร่วมกัน
ค่ะ
เป็นคอมมูนิตี้และหนึ่งในบรรดากลุ่มที่ได้ร่วมสร้างคอมมูนิตี้เหล่านี้ขึ้นมานะ นั่นก็คือเหล่าบรรดาครีเอเตอร์แล้วก็ KOL สายเกมทุกๆ คนด้วยเช่นเดียวกัน ในวันนี้ครับ ในทางเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic ของเรานะครับ ก็เลยอยากที่จะมอบรางวัลพิเศษ
ค่ะ
ให้กับกลุ่มคนเหล่านี้กับรางวัลที่มีชื่อว่า Mid Guardian Star นั่นเองครับ
และตอนนี้พวกเขาพร้อมแล้วนะคะ จะมีใครกันบ้างตอนนี้ไปรับชมพร้อมๆกันเลยค่ะ นี่
ดูเลยฮะ
มาแล้ว
จากประเทศต่างๆนะครับ ไม่ว่าจากทั้งประเทศไทย
อ่า
แล้วก็ประเทศต่างๆ ในละแวกแถวนี้ทั้งหมดกันเลยทีเดียว พวกเรารวมตัวกันมานะครับ
ค่ะ
ร่วมกันเป็นเหล่าครีเอเตอร์ที่มาผลักดันวงการในส่วนของตัวเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic นั่นเองครับ
ถูกต้องแล้วนะคะ และตอนนี้ค่ะก็พวกเขานะคะที่เป็นตัวแทนเนี่ยก็อยู่กับเราในงานด้วย เพราะฉะนั้นนะคะขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆต้อนรับมิดการ์เดียนสตาร์ของเราบนเวทีแห่งนี้ค่ะวู้ฮู้คุณหน้าคุณตานะคะบางท่าน
มาแล้วนะฮะ
ขยับมาเลยนะจ๊ะนี่
ขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับ Congratulations to all the creator
yes
to participate in our games นะครับผมแล้วก็ในลำดับถัดไปครับ ขอกลับเรียนเชิญนะคุณริชชี่นะครับ ตัวแทนจากทางฝั่งของตัวเกมของเราเนี่ย เป็นผู้มอบรางวัลให้นั่นเองครับ Mid Guardian Star ครับ
เรียนเชิญเลยนะคะ ซึ่งสำหรับ Mid Guardian Star ของเราค่ะ ก็จะได้รับเป็นนี่ Certificate นะคะ เพื่อเป็นการยกย่องเนาะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของคุณงามความดีนะคะ ที่พวกเขาเหล่านี้ค่ะ ก็ได้ทำให้กับคอมมูนิตี้ของเราเนี่ย ได้แบบเป็นที่รู้จักนะคะบางคนก็มีการทำคลิปสอนบ้าง มีการทำคลิปเชิญชวนให้เหล่านักผจญภัยเนี่ยมาเล่นเกมกับเราเยอะๆเนาะ
ใช่แล้วละครับ พวกเขาเหล่านี้ก็คือเป็นอีกส่วนหนึ่งนะฮะ ที่ได้ร่วมการสร้างให้มีคอมมูนิตี้เกิดขึ้นในประเทศไทยรวมไปถึงทุกๆ คนที่อยู่ภายในงานนี้ด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะครับ ที่ได้มาร่วมกันเฉลิมฉลอง แล้วก็ได้มารับชมการแข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลในครั้งนี้ด้วยนะครับ ก็ขอบพระคุณทุกๆ คนมากจริงๆเลยนะครับ ที่ได้เข้ามาร่วมกันในงานครั้งนี้ ไม่ว่าจะรับชมอยู่ทางออนไลน์ หรือว่าอยู่ที่ออนไซต์ของเรานั่นเองนะครับ
ใช่
Thank you
แล้ว
so much to everyone to joining and participate in our games Thank you so much โอเค เดี๋ยวตอนนี้เดี๋ยวเราถ่ายรูปกันนะ
Take a photo together นะคะ
Next we may have the group photo together so please
ได้เลย
come
ได้เลย
close
แบบนี้อ่ะ one two three big smile
โอเค1 2 3 one two three
โบกมือด้วย waving your hand to the camera video
โอเค This is video okay waving your hand waving โอเค
Thank you so much a big round of applause ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆอีกครั้งหนึ่งค่ะ
ให้กับเราครีเอเตอร์ของเราในครั้งนี้นะครับ เดี๋ยวขอเชิญทุกท่านเนี่ยพักผ่อนด้านล่าง ยกเว้นอยู่1 คนนะฮะ
ค่ะ
ขอกราบเรียนเชิญคุณชิปดอนมาเป็นตัวแทนหมู่บ้านอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะฮะ
ตรงกลางได้เลยจากกล่าวอะไรสักเล็กน้อยนะคะ กับพวกเราค่ะ
ก่อนอื่นก็ต้องขอขอบคุณทางทีมงานของ Ragnarok Origin Classic นะครับที่เล็งเห็นถึงเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะเล็งเห็นถึงคุณค่าของผลงานที่ทาง KOL ได้ทำขึ้นมาแล้วกันนะครับ แล้วก็อยากจะขอบคุณทีมงานที่ดูแลหลาย ๆ อย่างนะครับ ไม่ว่าจะเป็นคอมมูนิตี้หรือว่าทีมงานที่เป็นdeveloper นะครับที่คอยดูแลเกมนะครับที่แก้ไขปัญหาต่าง ๆ ได้แบบดีมากนะครับ เพื่อน ๆ หลายคนน่าจะถูกใจกันมากนะครับ ไม่ว่าจะเป็นการเกิดปัญหาอะไรต่าง ๆ มาทีมงานพร้อมที่จะรับฟัง แล้วก็แก้ไขปรับให้ทุกฝ่ายลงตัวแล้วก็แฮปปี้ ที่จะได้เล่นเกม Ragnarok Origin Classic ต่อไปครับผมขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณคุณชิปดอนด้วยนะคะก็เป็นตัวแทนนะคะของ Mid Guardian Star นั่นเองแล้วเดี๋ยวก็จะเป็นแคสเตอร์ให้กับเราในวันนี้ด้วยเนาะ
ใช่ครับผมแต่ว่าไม่ได้มีเพียงแค่คุณชิปดอนเท่านั้นนะครับ เพราะว่าเราก็ยังมีสารพิเศษนะครับจากบรรดาครีเอเตอร์ระดับ international มาอีก 2 ท่าน ให้ทุกคนเนี่ยได้มาเจอกันด้วยเช่นเดียวกันนะครับ โดยลำดับถัดไปเดี๋ยวเราจะเป็นวิดีโอนะจากทางคุณจิเลนแม็กซิมัสแล้วก็คุณ Immortal MBGG ถ้าเกิดพร้อมกันแล้วเดี๋ยวขอเชิญรับชมกันได้เลยครับ
Let's watch together
Halo semua, balik lagi dengan gue Dylan Maximus. Gue cuma mau bilang experience gue main ROC dalam 2 bulan jalan ketiga ini teman-teman. Seru banget, gue bisa merasakan banyak yang gue gak bisa rasakan di MMORPG lainnya, dimana ini adalah MMORPG paling family friendly, F2P friendly yang pernah gue mainkan, dimana orang-orang bisa beli bounty pass aja, bisa statnya setara. Bahkan di turnamen yang kemarin kita ikutin, hadiah $1 juta, total prize punya, tier cup pertama, itu semua orang punya kesempatan yang besar untuk bisa masuk. Bahkan kita yang udah beli kartu MVP, kita aja gagal untuk top 96 gitu loh. Jadi ya kita Coast Guard team sudah sangat luar biasa berusahanya. Tapi sorry banget kita nggak bisa masuk ke top 32 bahkan dan gak bisa masuk ke final. Kita harus gugur di top 96 tapi kita semua sudah ikhlas tidak bisa menjadi pemenang kali ini di Ragnarok Origin Classic teman-teman. Dan so far menurut gue itu experience yang paling seru dimana kita ngulik setiap malam sampai pagi dan tim-tim gue kompe semua juga. Sayang kita kurang hoki dan mungkin kurang jago juga dimana lawan-lawan kita lebih jago dari kita. Karena statnya setara dan mereka lebih tahu metanya teman-teman. Jadi itulah experience gue sampai ikut tier cup dan selama main gue nggak pernah top up kebanyakan karena dia ada limitnya seminggu kalau kalian bounty pass mentok tuh di di gamenya tuh cuma 1,4an jadi kayak sebulan tuh 5,9 sampai 6 juta. Itu progres yang hitungannya perbedaan dari orang yang spend gede sama yang kecil. Kalau yang kecil kan hitungannya bisa kali 3, kali 2, bisa yang bahkan gak beli sama sekali kali 0 dan dia farming. Bahkan yang kali 0 pun bisa beli jadi kali 1 kalau kalian beli Radiant Pass doang yang harganya 49.000. Dan itu kalian bisa dapatkan dengan dulu menjual aksesoris slot 2, jual kartu MVP, itu bisa kalian lakukan semua. Dan bisa dibilang kartu MVP itu harganya luar biasa. Bahkan sampai sekarang aksesoris slot 2 harganya juga oke. Bisa bikin kalian beli bounty pass, bahkan lumayan sekarang. Dan kita udah siap-siap dengan update Glasshelm terbaru. Of course aksesoris slot 2 Glasshelm itu bakalan harganya oke banget buat para petani yang akan farming di MVP. Jadi so far ini ROC paling friendly ya di antara RO lainnya dan semoga bisa di buff LK ya. Udah ada patch note-nya, mungkin mudah-mudahan memuaskan ya LK ya buffnya ya bulan depan. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Dan pastinya dari gua walaupun sedih tapi ada senangnya di mana perwakilan kita semua yaitu Poek dari Indonesia lolos tier cup season 1 dan sekarang akan siap-siap battle melawan Filipina dan di Thailand. Jadi kita dukung terus Poek perwakilan Indonesia ya, Mafis. Gua harus menang ya brother. Perwakilan Indonesia di grand final agar menjadi juara tier cup season 1 dan membawa pulang juara satunya 500.000 USD. Gacor. Dan gua sendiri akan tetap main dan akan tetap mengikuti konten-konten kompetitif lainnya karena nanti tier cup season 2 bakalan ada lagi mungkin dengan hadiah yang sama. Jadi tungguin terus Dylan Maximus di ROC. Gua gak pensi guys karena gua kalah tier cup. Masih ada season 2, masih ada event-event guild lainnya dan gua akan tetap main Ragnarok Origin Classic walaupun gua main game lain juga. Jadi jangan khawatir. Sampai jumpa di tier cup season 2 di channel Dylan Maximus. Semoga kita lebih bagus lagi mainnya, lebih ngulik lagi dan bisa membawa pulang piala dan menambah 1 piala lagi di belakang. Thank you semuanya yang udah support tim Coast Guard dari awal gue main ROC. Sampai jumpa lagi.
Hello everyone, I'm Immortal MBGG. I'm truly honored and excited to represent the influencer awardees from the Philippines. There are so many incredible content creators from our country. from creative storytellers and well-known players of ROOC to streamers who share guides to continuously keep the community engaged, entertained, and have fun. Being chosen as the representative is not only an honor, but also a great responsibility. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here in front of you on behalf of all the Ragnarok Origin Classic content creators in the Philippines and express our heartfelt appreciation for the support we've received from the ROOC community and the ROOC team. Over the past decade of playing mobile games, ROOC has been the game many RO players have been waiting for, giving the F2P and the low-spending players a chance to shine in competitive battles is truly one of a kind. Beyond the great graphics, character models, and well-balanced top-up system, what truly sets ROOC apart from other games is how the ROOC team keep in close communication with the ROOC community. Thank you to all of you adventurers, and of course, thank you to you, ROOC.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Marvin, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the moment you've all been waiting for. It is about to be the grand finals of Tier Cup Season 1 happening here in Unimall, Bangkok. My name is Zero, and joining me today here is Nikki.
Zero, like what you mentioned, this is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. And in just a couple of minutes from now, we'll be giving you guys a gift code.
Absolutely. Another code for you guys to get Tier Cup Prime Battle for 10 skip tickets and 10 token of Siegfried. So make sure you share this to your guildmates. There's a lot more coming where this came from. So make sure you tune into the stream as well. Not just because the matches are going to be interesting. They are definitely going to be interesting. But you will be rewarded just for watching as well.
Can I spoil them? Bounty pass.
Bounty. Oh no! Now we're gonna blow up.
Later with our lucky raffle or lucky draw. So stay tuned until the very end. We promise to serve and cook you guys the best matches for today. Anyway, once again, here is the code because Cake has been pestering me with codes. Here it is. Hello, Cake. To everyone who's currently watching right now, shout out to everyone. And I think there's something in the stage, right?
Let's check it out.
มาแบบฮึกเหิมยิ่งใหญ่สะบัดพง
from Indonesia นะฮะ Selamat datang
สวัสดีค่ะ
และนี่ก็คือทีมโป
ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆนี่ waving your flag to show the world
Raise your flag Okay thank you so much ทีมโปขอบคุณมากครับ Thank you so much you may proceed to your station
นี่เดี๋ยวจะให้นะคะ ไปที่ตำแหน่งการแข่งขัน นั่งเก้าอี้ประจำตำแหน่งกันได้เลย
ใช่ครับ และสำหรับทีมแรกเราเจอไปแล้วทีมต่อไปกันมากดีกว่านะครับ and the team that come for the grand final from Philippines ทีม Encore
ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับด้วยค่ะนี่ a lot of fans right here นี่เท่มากแต่ละคนชอบ energy
และนี่ก็คือทีม Encore มาบูเฮ
โอเคค่ะ
โอ้โห
รัด
โอเคครับทีม Encore you may proceed to your station
but team leader please stay here with us นะคะ
we may have team leader with us
มาเลยค่ะ please another team Poek and
Encore
before we begin I would like to ask both of you how are you feeling today so Poek first how are you feeling
Very good. We have a chance to win this game. So we will give the best of us for today.
โอเค
ก็รู้สึกตอนนี้ถามว่ารู้สึกยังไงบ้างก็รู้สึกดีมากเลยนะ ตอนนี้พวกเรามั่นใจมากๆเลยและคิดว่าเราจะสามารถคว้าชัยได้แน่นอนครับ
Okay, and for you, Encore, how you feeling?
Very excited for this grand finals. Good luck to both of us.
ก็ตอนนี้รู้สึกตื่นเต้นมากๆที่จะได้แข่งขันในรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลนั่นเองครับ
Okay, another question before we begin. Do you have anything to say with your opponents?
Encore, please be nice with us.
ก็อังกอร์บอกนะฮะว่าแบบว่าได้โปรดเอาชัยชนะให้พวกเราเถอะนะฮะ
ได้ด้วยเหรอ
How about Encore? Do you have
Encore.
anything to say?
Yeah.
Poek, good luck and have fun. Let's have a good match.
คุณรัก have fun
Yeah.
หวังว่าจะเป็นการต่อสู้ที่ดีนั่นเองนะครับ ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับทั้งสองทีมอีกครั้งหนึ่งด้วยครับ
Thank you so much. So right now we have to roll a dice first.
because we are going to decide who's going to choose first so ตอนนี้นะเดี๋ยวเราจะให้ทำการเลือกกันนะครับว่าแข่งขันกันว่าใครจะได้เลือกฝั่งก่อนนะฮะ so we have to use the die to roll who's got the most more point
Yes.
have the right to choose but you must roll the die on the stage not falling on the ground โอเค
ดูนะคะว่าใครที่ได้แต้มมากกว่ากันนะคะ ก็จะต้องเหมือน roll dice เนี่ยอยู่บนเวทีห้ามทำให้หล่นลงไปไม่งั้นจะถือว่าฟาวไป
โอเค then 3 2 1
go
และออกมาเป็น
Why
1 แต้มครับ one
Okay,
point
1 point
so now is a good chance for
Encore 3 2 1 let's go and wow
5 points
Okay
it's a good sign for Encore so let's see which side they're going to use first okay thank you so much please give some noise for our grand final
Wish both of you the best of luck ก็ขอให้ทั้งสองทีมของเราโชคดีด้วยนะจ๊ะ ตื่นเต้นมากเลยอ่ะ เพราะว่าเงินรางวัลสำหรับผู้ชนะในวันนี้ 500,000 US ดอลลาร์พี่โปจิ
ฟังอาจจะรู้สึกแบบ500,000 US ดอลลาร์ต้องประมาณเท่าไหร่15 ล้านบาทครับท่านผู้ชมครับ
โอ้โหทำไมตอนเด็กๆ เราไม่ตั้งใจเล่นเกมให้มากกว่านี้เห็นไหม
เราจะได้มาอยู่ตรงนี้บ้างนะฮะ
ใช่
โอ้โห แต่มาแบบนี้ลุ้นครับใครเชียร์ทั้งฝั่งของทางทีมโป้ยจากอินโดนีเซียขอเสียงหน่อย
กองเชียร์ทีมปอยอู้หู
แล้วใครเชียร์ทีมอังกอร์จากฟิลิปปินส์บ้างขอเสียงหน่อย
Welcome back, everybody, to the casting stage. And a funny story
Yes.
that I'm about to share here about Poek. They have been complaining that they can't seem to win any map choices. It's always on the opponent's side. And again, it happened here today in the grand finals. They lost the dice throw. And now they are in the perils for Encore on their side pick. So this makes it for a very interesting grand finals.
Also an advantage towards the one who's gonna be picking the map, all right? However, I mean, it's already been revealed when it comes to the lineup. That's the downside if you lose the dice roll or the map, how do you call this?
Map choice.
Map choice, right? That's the only downside. And it's not even that critical or vital at this point because they already know the lineup. So
still, historically, both these teams
Jinx?
have some better maps. Like when we're talking about team deathmatch,
yes,
Encore has an 80% win rate on team deathmatch, while for the side of Poek, they have a 21% win rate on team deathmatch. So, starting first or second really becomes very important, especially going into these grand finals. It's a best of 7, which means that there is at least 2 deathmatch games and potentially 3 as well.
Yes, and Ciro, you and I, even adventurers watching at the convenience of their home, we've been watching and spectating a lot of tournaments, and we know that if you get the first match, if you win that, you'll get a better footing, you have the momentum, you have the morale boost. It gives a lot of advantage, and knowing that they will be heading towards the deathmatch, and knowing the stats behind, like what you mentioned, Encore is really good when it comes to deathmatch. Hopefully, Poek will be able to at least adjust going towards the grand finals? Because we have like at least a month of preparation, right?
Yep, that month of preparation might just make all the stats irrelevant. I mean, it's a lot
Yes,
of time
yes.
to work on your mistakes, work on your problems within the team, and that we might see just Poek becoming a beast in deathmatch. I mean, they have
Why
the
not?
lineup for it, they have the players for it. So we'll see, what that 1 month of preparation, will that give Poek an edge over Encore's best map? Or will Encore just show them who's boss there?
Well, actually, just an insider info, both of the teams are very confident, not just Poek.
They were so chill.
Yeah, kind of tell them the story. We went backstage, right, Zero? How's the feels in the headquarters of Poek? They're kind of chill, right?
They were chilling, they were confident in their preparation coming to this grand finals. And same with Encore, right? They were very confident in what they prepared. And I mean, they have a coach in their team. For those who don't know, they do have a coach. Some of you might know him as Chan Chan. Some of you might know him as Batman. So yes, they have a coach. They have a pretty different setup, a different sort of idea, direction coming into this grand finals, the preparation of it, and that gives them a little bit of an edge because right now they have that 11th man.
Yes, that is correct. But now, here is today's matches for the grand final, 1600 UTC plus 7, best of 7 series between Team Poek Nostra against Team Encore. Indonesia versus Philippines. Everyone, hype it up, make some noise at the comment section.
Yeah, Frontera 2 versus Frontera 6.
Yes.
That's where both of these teams are. It is a best of 7 grand finals, which means we will see at least 4 maps. And let's take a look at the road for both these teams on their road to the grand finals. Poek defeating Knockfire, Pak, as well as Noibo in the top 4. Well, meanwhile, for the side of Encore, they defeated some really good teams as well. They defeated Mana, second in their bracket. Defeated Troves. That was the top in their group. And they also defeated Tier C as well on their road to this grand final. So both of them have met a lot of resistance going up here. It was anybody's game for both these brackets. So making it all the way up here, they're competing in these 4 maps: Shapeshift, Card Contest, Blood and Gold, and Team Deathmatch.
In which there's a different lineup and classes which are really good when you play with these maps. Each of the maps here needs to be played in a certain manner. It has a mechanics wherein we will be talking about later on. But now, here's the good thing.
Yeah, Grand Champion walks home with $500,000. Second place walks home with only 100,000. So the difference is pretty far between both of this. And they also all get good in-game rewards as well. You got the custom title for the winners, the portrait frame, the chat bubble, as well as the join party notification. The last part is my favorite.
Me too, even though I don't have this.
I have it, so.
Wow, you flexing on me.
Basic.
Because Eman and his team, whenever he joins the party, it
everybody
like
knows you're in the presence of royalty.
Yes. And not just that, we've been talking about this, Zero. This is the first ever physical reward wherein they will be getting a champion medal that actually transforms.
It's a transformer medal. I mean, you got separate parts that you can wear together or wear separately, which makes it really cool. I mean, you can style it based on your fit of the day, and there's just makes it really interesting, really cool.
Yeah, if you want to make it a medal, if you want to make it a pendant, it's up to you. And this is a first. Everything here actually is a first in RO history. 1 million USD tier cup, and we're just season 1.
Absolutely. I mean, 500,000 is the number that both these teams want to go home with, right? 100,000 is a big difference, but still, for their work, for their journey so far, I think both these teams, they have a good shot in winning, but it is down to whichever team has the best preparation.
Yes.
And which team plays the best today.
Actually, I want to go back with what you mentioned about having 2 teams from different countries with different play styles, with different lineups. So it's really interesting to see them because they haven't met one another. Never. I think it's bracket here.
Yeah, they're both in different groups.
Here.
One was in group 2 and Group 4. So they were not meeting during the top 96 stage.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. At this point, I don't really know who's gonna win because sometimes we tend to give out predictions, right?
It's so hard.
Yeah, even the odds.
The in-game odds towards the end was pretty much 50-50 across both sides. So even you guys, the viewers, have no idea who's gonna win. It is pretty much a split decision. I think it might go to a Game 7. Anybody's game in all of these maps, it comes down to the execution, the strategy they came out with before this, and you know, both these teams, they came with different directions. You see Encore, they come in like a professional esports team. They have a coach. They were boot camping together, preparing for this, and a lot of their players have actual esports experience in other game titles as well. Well, if you look at Poek, they're more of a grassroots sort of direction. No coach, a lot of discussion amongst the players, preparing for this, sharing their ideas. So we'll see which of these two directions gives us the better results.
Exactly. And knowing that, you know, you might say that they came from the grassroots, but they're also veteran players. However, in this kind of esports tournament, this is really big, and you really need to step it up, like what the Encore has been doing, setting up their boot camp, actually simulating how it's gonna be like playing in a crowd like this, right?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of preparation, a lot of work coming in towards this. And it boils down to one best of 7. 7 games decide your past month's work. How much is it worth?
Give us 7 games.
I think we're going all 7 games. It is so close between both these teams.
Really, really close. And I'm really excited to see having a wizard. I think there's only just one team, but I think we will be showing you guys team introduction.
Yeah, this is Poek. From Frontera 2, you've got Nuts, Vinduts, Mavis, Minako, Santos, Mavis again, Heram, Orang, Whimsy, and Few. You have 2 Paladins, 2 Priests, 2 Gypsies, a Champion, a Professor, and a High Wizard. This is a High Wizard in the Grand Finals. Mavis used to play the Champion. He was the champion for his team, but now he's playing the High Wizard. And if you look at the stats, 100% win rate on Shapeshift.
Perfect. So that is Team Poek for you. Later on, we will be showing you guys Team Encore in just a little bit. But like what you mentioned, going towards the grand finals, you want to give yourself, not just the fans and the viewers, something new. And that is having Mavis play High Wizard. We know how competitive Mavis is. And one thing's for sure, they will not be deploying a High Wizard if they know it won't be a good addition to their lineup.
I mean, 1 month of preparation, that's a lot of time in the lab, figuring out, you know, the best composition, what works, what secrets that other people don't know. We were talking to Poek. They said they had a secret coming to this. So I'm very excited to see how the Wizard will perform. I think we'll see it a lot in Kart. We might see in Deathmatch. We probably won't see it in Blood and Gold and Shapeshift because both of those maps, it's better to have a champion there.
Yes, that is correct. But now, let me introduce you guys. Team Philippines Encore here from Frontera 6. We have Docs, BR, Wifritz, BR, We Gets, BR, We Josh, BR, Yamato, Nasmi, Banoobs, DR, Sunny, Yomi, BR, and Afi, GPDS. And they have an 82% win rate with Team Deathmatch. On the other hand, they only have a 73% win rate for Shapeshift Ops. Not that bad, but comparing to Poek's 100%, well, that's quite scary. But like what you mentioned, since we have a huge gap, a month-long preparation, like what you mentioned, these stats might be irrelevant or might change actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the win rates and compare to both teams have 2 maps that they are better than their opponents. So Deathmatch goes towards Encore, Shapeshift goes towards the way of Poek. And highlighting again, we've got Assassin Cross from the side of Encore, and they are coached by one of the most historic Assassin Cross players.
Historic.
I mean,
Batman.
They've got Batman, one of the most famous Assassin Cross players from ROO Global, coaching them. and they're bringing in Assassin Cross, definitely has an idea. But let's take a look at the highlights on how both these teams made it here to Bangkok for the grand finals.
Defenses of Poek, they already have here 1 kill, and Orang also have 2 kills right now. Actus receiving a lot of damage.
Support or the champion, they get confused, and now they will be left with the other DPS left on the Poek side, killing them one by one.
So able to take that gold, 26-12. As if they have a lot of chances to get gold, if they can take down Vindus.
Number
31.
of points. Oh, they tried to go all in with Vindus, and they are successful with getting the coins from Vindus.
There's a lot of number at this moment, but as you can see, this is the strategy of TRC.
And that's the reason why they have successfully taken down 2 lives.
Nice. Has been proc, 21 miss him, again receiving a lot of damage, gonna go down.
Will win this fight because both George and Elysium now have higher deaths.
Stayed by his teammates, let him take it back. 20% health, almost gonna go down, nice.
Going through that stack and going through that storm gust, and even had the 3rd kill.
Whoa, let's go!
Both these teams' journey here was not easy. I mean, Poek had to go play through so many game 5s just to make it here to the grand finals, and they definitely deserve to be here. Encore was dominating their way all the way towards Bangkok. I mean, they won 3-0 in the semifinals. They won 3-1 in other matches as well. So they have been pretty dominant since the top 32 stage. So here they are getting ready for the first game. It's gonna be team deathmatch, and I wonder the lineup on both sides is definitely going to be this team. The team Santos, Orang, Nuts, Heram, and Vindus. This is their classic team deathmatch lineup. You definitely want to play with a champion if possible, and that's what they're bringing out here.
Yes, a champion and a sword. Yes. Definitely. And also a Pally is also a good addition. Now, the only difference from the qualifiers is that they don't have biochemists in this lineup.
Well, both teams don't have biochems, so that sort of negates the advantage of
Yeah,
an
at
opponent
least.
if you had
At
a biochem. So we can see the mindset of both these teams. They
Uh-huh.
said, forget about survivability. We're putting it all in towards damage.
Yes. How about burst damage? Probably burst damage here are just one hit delete. Your targets probably want to go after the supports. Now, I wonder if this kind of lineup will be able to take down the supports from Encore. Because you want to eliminate the one who resurrects,
Yeah,
right?
I think if both sides, because both sides
both
play
sides.
with champion, if
Uh-huh.
they are able to synchronize their damage and targets at the
Mhm.
right time, they can bring down both supports at the same time, and that is immediately 2 points because the opponent
Yes.
has no other way to resurrect the rest of the
Mhm.
team. So even if they don't, I mean, Asura is almost a secure kill every
Secure.
single time on any of the DPS
DPS.
targets. So it's going to be interesting to see, especially the targets they are going for, because we might see some teams focusing on the Paladin. We
Yes.
see some teams more focused on bringing down the supports, or they might just all three chase the champion. Because
Actually.
if you kill the opponent's champion, the opponent has no champion to play with, and we see a mirror lineup from both sides. For Encore,
Yes.
Doc, V, Banubs, Nasmi, and Gessi playing in this team deathmatch.
This is going to be really exciting, fun, intense. Everything is at stake. Everything is on the line here. Zero, I'm very much excited for Team Deathmatch, knowing that this is going to be a mirror match.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the execution in this
Yes.
match. They are running the same exact comp. They have the same
Yes.
exact resources. Which team will be getting this advantage? Which team will be getting a lead in the first game of the best of 7 Tier Cup Grand Finals? We've got Poek going up against Encore on this first match.
So, going towards here, we can see Venus being targeted. Orang going towards. Sanib
Venus.
is about to go down. Will be sustained there. We're currently tied up, but Orang has target locked on Sanib.
Yeah, the Osiris cut already procced here for Venus. He is some trouble having to back off. The spell being used, Focus
Nasty.
Fire. Nuts is gonna fall. That's gonna be a first kill going towards the way of Encore as they get the first point here. Remember, if the score is tied, whoever has the most kills will be winning this. 1-1 right now. They all both traded 1 kill apiece. And
we're
it
not
is
done.
still going on right now.
That's correct. Maneuvers here going out after Vindits and Harem. They actually need to protect Sanib here on the other end. Nuts is also taking damage. Orang will be taking damage, but Sanib has been dying for so much.
2-2 so far, and we can see the focus on both sides.
Yes.
Encore is focusing on the champion,
Yes.
while Poek is focusing on anyone. Basically, Sanib is the #1
Yes,
target because
Sanib.
they know that there's no more Osiris.
Ooh, Orang.
Doc goes for a kill again on Orang. That's gonna be 3-2 right now.
Yes.
And Orang again gets a return kill onto its Venus.
Sanib.
So it's going to be 3-3.
Yes.
If the score is tied in terms of kills, it's gonna come down to damage.
Yes.
Doc gets another kill onto his Orang. Doc is 4-0 right now. Orang has been their primary target.
Yes.
But we see Orang. Can he get a kill onto his Venus once again?
It's so hard to be Venus at this point. You want to go
Asura
around.
Strike
You're
misses, and it's gonna
making
be the first kill, the first score going towards the side of Encore. They did not manage to get the kill on towards Venus
Yes.
in the end. They resurrected the pet,
Yes.
which ensures that the Asura damage goes towards the pet.
pet.
That was very well played there. Coming from the side of Encore, securing the deathmatch.
Wow, I mean, it was so intense, back and forth. It was really, really hot. I wasn't able to actually keep up with the time because when I see someone already won and that was Encore, talk us more about what happened in that crucial moment when they revived the pet.
I mean, the game started as we expected. Both of these teams have a target in mind
Yes.
already. And we see that they always just go for the same target because one, you have to proc the Osiris card
Yes.
first. That's what both teams did. Once they focused out, they get to their focus. We see Doc focusing on the champion.
Orang.
Orang will have a tough time because he will always be on the back foot. His
Yes.
Asura Strike will always be at a later cooldown because he's the one that died first.
And he also needs to rebuff.
Yeah, exactly. So when that happens, Encore naturally has an advantage focusing down the champion, and we did see the scoreline very close towards the end,
very
and they
close.
almost tied it up.
Yes.
But at the last kill, the last potential kill, what happened was Venus resurrected his Child of Earth or
Yes,
King
yes,
Piggy,
yes.
and that soaked up the damage from the Asura, ensuring he survives, and that gets them the first point in this best of 7.
Wow, the micro skills are on. I cannot even do that at a very crucial
It is-
moment, like
especially with-
resurrecting
you
or
see
reviving
10
your
seconds
pet.
left
Yes.
remaining. There's so many things you have to think about. You're being chased. You have an Asura coming towards you with the presence of mind to saying, hey,
Wow.
chill out, guys.
Presence
I
of
have
mind.
a pet.
Yes. Only goes to show how they really play on esports tournament. The experience is there. I mean, both of the teams are really good. They're playing their A games at this point, but the micro skills are super
Exactly.
on. Who would have thought that the pet would be getting all the damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, and this is why like this tier cup is so exciting, because all
Yes.
of these teams, all of these players, they have the same exact resources. They have the same amount of time to prepare for this
Yes.
tournament. But when it comes down to clutch moments like that, the
Skills.
smallest of plays can make the difference. And that one kill, that one moment where they decided to rest the pet in time, that created the opening for
Yes.
Encore to game number 1.
I mean, I think Saniva's been really used to being the target, because even in the qualifiers, it has
Yes.
always been Saniva's being targeted. And I think the main role of Saniv was being the bait.
I mean, he knew that he was going to be targeted, and
Yes.
he doesn't care, because he knows that he just needs to die one less time
Yes.
than their opponent. And the final 10 seconds perfectly executed there from Encore, getting them the first win without needing to go to damage. That gives them an advantage, because again, Team Deathmatch has been historically their
Yes.
best map,
Yes.
and it is very important for them to win on their best map.
Wow, that was so intense. I was on the edge of my seat, and I wasn't really able to see that it has been
2 minutes
finished.
is very short, and we miss out the time
Super. There's a
so
lot of
quickly
things
because there's so
going
many
on.
things happening.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that Encore has read the movements of Orang Orang or Poek, that they knew that Orang Orang will be targeting Saniv, but also the Paladin is also going out there, closing the gap and reaching. But you can see Nasmi also supporting Saniv. Everyone's really doing their part here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but the game plan as well, the presence of mind to
Yes,
say, hey,
I cannot.
if we go for their champion can't go for our DPS or anyone. So you see the different mindsets on both teams. For the side of Poek, they immediately target Saniv. But for the
Easy
side of
target.
Encore, they immediately target Orang Orang.
The burst.
Yes,
DPS.
exactly. Like Venus was the first one to die.
Yes, you
But then-
mentioned that Osiris already been
Yeah,
proc.
Osiris proc very early, but then being able to kill the opponent's champion gives you a lot of time to play around, because one, he needs to be rezzed, he needs to rebuff as well. So
Yes.
that's going to buy a lot of time for your team and gives your team the priority
Yeah, and
in
even
that
a split
match.
second without a DPS, that matters a lot here.
Absolutely. I mean, you only have 2 minutes, so every second counts, and that was really well played there by Encore, getting the first map.
Wow. And Zero, that's just game number 1. This is a best of 7 series, and next up, we don't have an idea with the map, but I certainly think that we kind of know, since Encore here has been playing good with Shapeshift Ops?
No,
No.
Coin, I think.
Coin, Blood and Gold.
Yeah, Blood and Gold. No,
That
Card,
could be.
Card was their second best map. I mean, after Deathmatch, Card was their second best map. Their worst map was Blood and Gold, if I
Oh.
remember correctly. While
And you don't want to give Shapeshift Ops to your opponent, of
Encore
course.
has Poek has 100% win rate on Shapeshift Off. So that is the one map that they don't want to play
Yeah.
no matter what.
Okay.
No matter what, I think, because 100% win rate is no
joke. It's no
joke. I mean, to win every single map in one tournament, it means that
Solid.
you know the map like the back of your head.
Yeah, even while sleeping, you can play that even eyes closed. basically. But yeah, that's just game number 1, and I believe going towards game number 2, the teams here will now be having a little bit of adjustment, because like what you mentioned, if this is a best of 7, for sure we'll be able to witness another death match for game number 4.
Yep, game number 4 for sure is going to be deathmatch, and if we go to a game number 7, that's going to be a deathmatch. But let's take a look at what happened in game number 1. MVP going towards the way of Doc. 4 kills on his champion, 2.1 million damage. That's basically 4 Asuras, 5 Asuras worth of damage, and it is really crucial that you know he has been getting to his target every single time.
Successfully. It connects successfully. Doc's Asura strike. He knows his target, and it goes to show the differences when it comes to picking your target. Will it be the DPS, or will it be the sword of the opponent, or the easy target of the opponent? Now, later on, that's just MVP. Later on, we will be showing you guys, I think, stats or highlights later on. So I want to see again the replay of what Sanif did there, because it was really split second, 10 seconds decision.
Yep, and you know, some people say that, oh, champion is easy to play, you know, I just click Azura, someone dies. No.
I watched you playing champion, right? I watched him streaming and playing champion. Do tell us more about that.
Yeah, but especially in deathmatch, when there's only 2 minutes, every second that you don't use your Asura, when it's off cooldown, is an opening to give your opponent to take the lead. So it's very difficult, especially if you're being chased around, if the target is constantly moving, for you to lock onto your target and get the Asura every single time. So I think the MVP was very well deserved there for Doc. I mean, those 4 kills definitely very crucial, and the timing of them is very, very important, because if he's able to minimize the downtime of the Asuras, it means that he gets more Asuras every single game. But here, let's check out the highlights for game number 1, and let's spot the plays that Venus did. That was the highlights. I mean, I actually didn't notice that they didn't manage to res one person in time from the side of Poek. So even if they got the Asura in time, it was still 14 to 15 towards the end. And you know, that even if Sanif failed to make a play, they would have still won regardless. But that was still a very heads-up play coming from Sanif. And you know, game number 1 in that fashion really goes to show why Team Deathmatch is the best map there for Encore.
Yes, exactly. And probably going towards another deathmatch, I believe Poek will be having a little bit, not a little bit, major adjustments when it comes to targeting and prioritizing their kills. You mentioned that, to be fair, actually, there's a lot of pressure being given by Encore during the deathmatch. So if you are the ones responsible for resurrecting your teammates, it's actually really hard, especially playing this kind of tournament. Yeah, so I wasn't able to actually have a look at that. So for the viewers, if you wanna watch it once again, you can just replay this live stream. And talking about live stream, we are inviting you guys to share the live stream, because we're not yet done. That is just game number 1 of a best of 7 series here.
Yeah, and speaking of this best of 7, there's a rule that some of the viewers might not know, which is each player can only show up 3 times.
Deployment counts.
Yes, so if we see the champion being played in the next 2 games, that means they won't have a champion for game number 4. So that is very important. That is a very important thing to strategize your entire composition and lineup around, because if you're running only 1 champion, it means that it might reach a time where you don't have a champion, and champions are so good in a lot of these maps.
Yes. Like you mentioned, champions are good when it comes to, of course, that match. What else? Also, shapeshift ops.
Shapeshift,
you wanna take down
Blood and Gold, they're pretty good in it. And even in cart, I mean, just everybody building tanky and then just using the champion for your kills is a strategy that Poek has ran on the top 4 and on the top 8 as well. So that is definitely something that they are not strange to. They're foreign with. And you know, if Poek decides to go that route, they might have an ace up their sleeve. But you know, for Encore, with their 1-0 lead right now, they are in the driver's seat.
That is correct. Like what we're talking about, you want to have a really good footing here. But looking at how chill Poek is, I think they're going to go towards game number 2 with a really confident strategy or lineup. However, again, Encore were the ones who won the map, choosing the map for game number 2. So could be tricky for Poek here. But we're seeing card contest. Is this already locked in?
This should not locked in yet, I believe. They are still deciding because it looks like it is Encore's map pick here. Encore will be the one locking in the map. We are yet to see if it's going to be card contest. Historically, card contest has been one of Poek's better maps. So if they are playing in towards Poek, who has a high wizard probably planned for this specific map, we might see the matchup between Frost, Priest, as well as Mavis on the high wizard.
Yes. I think that's the secret that we want to unveil because Mavis and his team, we keep on saying secret, right? But if this is going to be card contest, yeah, it is. First appearance of Frost here. Second team from Encore, we have Josh, Frost, Yamato, Afi, and Yomi. Team number 2 going towards game number 2 for card contest. And later on, we'll be showing you guys Poek's lineup. They have a chance to actually counter this. But since we already know their job classes, could be deploying a high wizard.
Yeah, I think if they see that the opponent is not running a champion, they will not play a champion of their own. And they can match up in terms of DPS. Yeah, you can save him for the next upcoming deathmatch, which is going to be very important to ensure they don't lose out in this game. So now Encore picking up their assassin in this map. They were talking about how their assassin is their secret weapon. And let's see how is it going to go up against the secret weapon of Poek, which is the High Wizard.
Yeah, you had a little chit-chat with Chan Chan. Can you share it with the viewers?
Yeah, I was talking to Chan Chan, which is the coach for the side of Encore, and we know the build. We know the build that the assassin will be going for, which is they're most likely going for the double dagger poison build for the Synex. That is one of the highest burst damage builds you can go for that actually kills supports.
Yeah, especially in this kind of map, it doesn't really matter if you die a lot as long as you can also kill a lot, right?
Yep. So it is very, very crucial in this map to know how to play against the assassin, because I actually played against Double Dagger Assassin in this exact map.
What's your job class?
Our team was playing like Professor, Biochem, and Paladin.
Oh, Pally.
Right, and there is a strategy to play against the Synex in
Tell
this
us.
specific map. So what you want to do, what they are abusing here for Encore is the 3-second invulnerability on the assassin. So what you want to do is focus the assassin, but the moment he dies, you kite him for 3 seconds until he loses his invulnerability, and that's when you are able to get another kill. Keep farming the kill on the assassin is how you win this game. And let's see if Poek is able to spot out the weakness in this lineup for Encore, or will they face this best of 7 down 2-0 as we are going to head into Encore's map choice. This is card contest, and they are unveiling the assassin.
Against the secret weapon of Poek here, Mavis's High Wizard. But you know what the question here is, don't you think Chan Chan already thought of that ahead of time? Let's find out here in game number 2 of the best of 7 series here. Will Poek be able to actually tie up the series? Let's find out, dear friends.
Both sides do not have a biocam, so not a lot of us sustain from both sides. It's gonna be damage galore. Let's see how Frizz is able to perform on the assassin, or will Mavis be the secret weapon for Poek to force this into a tie game? We head in towards the middle, and let's see the start. Lightning bolt there by Josh. Good freeze from the summon of the Sohi. Mavis dropping down very low. He's being focused. This is one of the weaknesses for the Wizard. Whimsy is gonna be focused down here. I see what they're doing here. I see what they're doing here with Mavis. He's actually gonna be just a support to set up the damage for bolts from Whimsy. Whimsy's the main damage dealer here.
And with that, Frost was eliminated, right? Frost was eliminated.
Yeah, really easy to burst down. The Wizard Few gets a kill on towards, I think it was Yamato, not Frost again. Focus firing the assassin is probably the easiest thing to do in this map. Right now, the score-wise, it is 3-3 right now. Still tied up in score. Whimsy
almost
dropping down very low. He's in some trouble. He's being chased down there by Josh as well. And the assassin, but the spot healing Mavis is gonna fall. Yamato will be the one to get the kill. And it's gonna be 5-3 right now. Encore taking the lead in game number 2.
They are getting, you know, the gist of it. They already know Mavis Whimsy combo. You just have to either take the Whimsy or Mavis at this point. Frost, he's on. But Effie is also helping with the damage here. The Paladin is also focused firing on Frost. And you mentioned this a while ago. If your opponent's playing an Assassin X, just
focus him.
Kill
Exactly.
him.
That's what they're doing right now. You see Frost dropping again. 5-7 right now. 5 kills from Few. But it is Whimsy and Mavis not really performing. Mavis already died 7 times here.
Make it
8-12 right now. That's the current score. Poek is very far behind at the moment.
That is correct. This is not looking good for Poek as Whimsy and Mavis dying one after another here. Look at Josh also helping Frost here with the kills.
Yeah, 4 kills on Josh, 2 on Yamato, 9 on Frost. That is a lot of kills on the assassin. He has died 9 times as well, but he's gotten 10 kills for he's gotten a kill for every one of his deaths, and he is not stopping at the moment. 16-9 right now. Yamato gets a kill again, another kill on towards Mavis. Mavis is not having a good time. 12 deaths on towards Mavis.
Sorry about that. 12, that's like what you mentioned. Mavis not having a good time here. Josh focused his dispel here with either Mavis or Whimsy. Whimsy tried to hold on his sliver of health, but look at Josh here. Just going in and out of this Mavis-Whimsy duo.
Yep, Josh dropping down very low, but he gets spot healed back up. It is still 11
it's the assist.
20 right now. It is just so much damage coming out here from Frost. I mean, sure, again, we're talking about every time he kills a person, he dies. But every time he kills a person, he's taking out one crucial DPS from the opponent's side. And that gives you a lot of breathing room here.
True.
We see Few getting 10 kills already. Nobody's really dealing with Few. Few is the only one chasing down Frost right now. But it is still too much for him to handle. Mavis needs to carry his load because he is just 0-14 right now. Not a good sign.
Not a good sign here. Whimsy too. This is not looking good. 2 more minutes. We have a lot of time on the clock here. But what we're talking about here is a 15 kill advantage. Killing the crucial part of your lineup, which is either Mavis or Whimsy.
Yep, and Frost has the easiest job in the world right now. Focus down Mavis, kill him every time he can. That's where 15 kills from Frost comes from. 15 kills on towards Mavis alone. Few has been really focused firing down Frost, but it might be too little too late here. 23-18 right now. The score difference is closing in. There might be a chance here for Poek.
Hopefully. 23. Only 3 kill advantage at this point. We're seeing Mavis throwing Storm Gust and the Magic Crusher. You're talking to me about the Magic Crusher build, right?
Yeah, Magic Crusher sets up a huge Storm Gust if you're using Mighty Staff, which is definitely what he's using here in this build.
But he has not killed anyone?
It is very tough for Storm Gust to finish off anyone, especially on the same level. You have to come down to a bit of luck. The setup is pretty difficult as well. So that's why it's not really performing well. It's not one of the easiest things to use in a live match. So right now, as you take a look at the score, 25-21 right now. 4-point differential, but 1 minute left on the clock. Can Poek pull a rabbit out of the hat? Because unless they get more kills going their way, they're gonna be in a tough spot. Mavis falling once again. Frost gets a kill. Again on towards Mavis. They need to focus down. Frost getting healed up back to full once again.
Once again being fooled here, going up against Wincy or Mavis. Frost
30 seconds.
Going down though. And we're gonna switching our views here with Josh. 20 seconds on the clock. What's gonna be the Hail Mary here for Poek? Fritz looking for a target, but he's being targeted here now.
27 to
20%
23,
of lives gonna go
27
down.
24.
11
Can they get enough
here.
kills in time? Mavis is gonna fall. So that means it might be too far here for Poek to catch up with only 7. Oh, the card moved. The card moved, but it was not enough for Poek to score the point. That means Encore will be getting game number 2.
Once again. What a tight spot there. Here are your winners for game number 2. Once again, if you just tuned in, this is just game number 2 of the best of 7 series. Everyone's still composed. But let's talk about what happened there. Mavis is really having a hard time. At one point, we thought that Mavis will be the main damage dealer, but it turned out to be FEU, few.
Yeah, there was just way too much focus being put on towards Mavis. I mean,
And
Frost has just been chasing down Mavis every single time.
Every time
Josh
he
as
revives.
well, and the Paladin as well has really just been focusing down on Mavis, and that's one of the strategies in this map. Look for the weak link and keep pushing it until it breaks. And Mavis dying 19, 20 times, that was really rough for him.
Yeah.
Not a spot you want to be, especially if you're a high wizard, which has to stay static when you want to cast skills.
Yes.
And if you're being chased by a assassin, you're being chased by a paladin, you're being chased down by a professor, it's not easy to set up your Storm Gust.
And I want to go back to your insight about, Frost eliminating the crucial or vital part of your lineup. Here at Card Contest, you want to be sustained, but you also want to keep your main damage dealer alive so that they can also take down someone from the opposing team. And what happened there is that even though Frost has been dying, he is also successful when it comes to killing important players from Poek.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the secret on both sides.
Yes.
Right, the secret assassin versus the high wizard.
Now we can share the
now
secret.
we know that the assassin beats the wizard every single time.
Yes, focus fire on the wizard. On the other hand, I was thinking if Mavis is just acting as a decoy or a bait, and then eventually it's just the Sork who will be the main damage dealer. However, the Sork's also having a hard time taking down anyone from Encore. It's FEU who actually taken down how many? 10
I think,
or more?
He got the most kills. Few got the most kills from the side of Poek, but I think his main focus should have been the assassin. I mean, the assassin was the one thing that was locking down your secret weapon.
Yes.
So if you're letting your secret weapon being chased down like that, you have to adjust. You have to, you need Whimsy as well as Few to focus down the assassin and really kite him during his invulnerability time, during when he's rest. So very well played there, I would say, from Encore. With the assassin, we were talking about the double dagger assassin, how much burst damage you can bring out, because for the viewers who don't know, the secret behind the double dagger assassin is that it can stack poisons. Each stack of poison will reduce 25% for your physical defense. So if you stack up twice which is a very easy thing to do for Double Dagger Synex. You can even stack it up 3 times,
Wow.
which is 75% PDEF reduction. You can burst down anybody very, very quickly.
I mean, to be fair, for Poek, they are also successful when it comes to killing or taking down or shutting down Frost, right?
Yep.
We're seeing him running about the map, but whenever he's down, Josh steps in. Josh takes damage and kills as well, right? And also the Paladin.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if they have to use 2 players, which is Whimsy and
Whimsy.
Few, to deal with 1 assassin, that means that the other 2
More
DPS
resources?
is gonna be free. They
Yes.
can do whatever they want. They can focus fire down the same target and just let Frost do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, so that is the secret revealed here at Tier Cup. Both of the teams going here to the grand finals with 2 different lineups, 2 different strategies, 2 different secret weapons. However, during that game number 1, it has been revealed that the Assassin X is a perfect fit for that kind of map, which is the card contest. Now I'm thinking we are about to go towards game number 3. One more step towards a best of 7, right? What's the mindset of, what could be the mindset here? What could be a good adjustment for Poek? Especially we don't know the next map.
I think for Poek, you just shake off the first 2 games.
Yes.
The next map you have control over. You know that is your map choice.
Yes.
So that is where
Advantage.
you make your statement. That is where you have your advantage. So 100% win rate on Shapeshift. That's probably what they want to bring up. They're definitely going to be playing with the assassin, the champion. But let's see the MVP for this game is going to be Frost. 19 kills. I think he died about 21 times.
Yes,
but
yes.
19 kills on their secret weapon, the
Yes.
Double Dagger Assassin, making a debut here in the grand finals of the Tier Cup.
Wow, once again, I believe that the viewers, especially the pub dimension drill players like me, will definitely take into consideration once again having an Assassin X, because I think there was a time wherein they kind of just, not choose playing Assassin X just because everyone has Maya Purple, right? So this could be a good sign for our Assassin X enthusiasts.
Yeah, I mean, Double Dagger Synex is very squishy. It is a very cheesy sort of.
Cheesy.
Yeah, you use it to cheese your opponents because most people don't play. Most people's strategy in Dimensional Drill is to survive better than your opponents. But
long game.
You can say that I don't care about survivability if I can kill you faster.
That is correct. As long as you can kill a lot. But anyway, here is the stats. Please analyze this.
I mean, if you look at the kill amount there from Frost, 19 kills. He deals the most damage in his team. But if you compare it to Poek, Poek has been doing more damage.
16,
I mean, overall, they've been doing more damage. But the burst potential from Frost is so high that you cannot out-heal it. That's where the kills are coming from here from Frost. We see Mavis, 12.4 M damage. A lot of damage, but he's not getting any kills. He's not bursting people down quick enough.
That is correct. So thank you for explaining that to us. Because looking at the damage, it's quite actually similar. It's really close, but it's the burst potential.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
Like, if you see Yamato, only 8.5 mil damage, Josh, 9 million damage, compared to Few, Whimsy, Mavis.
Yes.
Few and Whimsy and Mavis is dealing more damage than Encore, but because of the burst potential, if you look at Encore's entire lineup, it's all single target damage.
Yes.
You got Sacrifice from the Paladin, you got bolts from Josh, and you got the auto attacks, as well as Red Cut coming from Frost. Fully single target focus damage is going to be more efficient if you're focusing on the same target.
And thinking about this and using this kind of lineup in other maps, what could be the feasibility of using this lineup? Well, we might find out later on. But let's go back to our thoughts going towards game number 3. This is really crucial for Poek. And you mentioned if you're going to play for Poek, you want to play on your best map. And now it makes me remember their match against Noibu because Poek, let's not forget that they're good when it comes to playing under pressure. They're good when it comes to reverse sweeps. So, hold on still tight and cheer on still with Poek and also to Encore, because it's not yet the end. This is just game number 2 of best of 7 series.
Yeah, but I think definitely they start feeling the pressure. But let's talk about it later and check out the highlights for game number 2. They managed to pull it back towards the end, but too little too late. The in-game adjustments did not come in time for them to, make up for the deficit that they first early. And we are heading in towards game number 3 here. The map choice is going to be on the side of Poek. Their best map historically has been Shapeshift, but I wonder if they're going to pull that out because I think, Encore is expecting Shapeshift.
Of course. What's good with the Encore is they're thinking ahead. They're always one step advance. So hopefully Poek would also be doing the same. Again, going back to the thought that Poek's really good when it comes to playing under pressure. They've shown that during the semi-finals against Noibo. And, it's not impossible to have a reverse sweep, actually. At this point, it's just a matter of whoever commits more misplays, probably.
Yep, it's always down to the smallest of things, the smallest of misplays, the smallest of outplays, actually. And it will happen a lot, especially if you're playing in Shapeshift. There's an element of RNG on the map, knowing where the Shapeshift orbs will be spawning. So the most important thing in Shapeshift Ops is not actually killing your opponent, but actually getting better map control, because whichever team has better map control will be getting more MVPs, and more MVPs will set you up for more kills.
Exactly. Like what you mentioned, more of the RNG, and I'm very unlucky when it comes to Shapeshift Ops because, the orbs or the Shapeshift orbs tend to randomly just spawn on the map. And what you mentioned, they need to have a good control of the map, meaning to say, when the orb about to respond, they need to be scattered well in the map. But what could be the implication of that if you scattered away from your teammates?
It's still too important to get the orbs. I mean, every 30 seconds, a random amount of orbs will be spawning. And, if you get the good MVPs, the best MVPs, of course, you have your Stormy Knight, the best MVP, and then you have Garm. Garm is like the second, and then
I love Garm.
Bloody Knight is kind of the third, and the worst is the Dark Illusion. So that's another layer of RNG. Even if you get the orb, if you get Dark Illusion, that feels pretty bad. So map control is very important. Knowing who to take the orbs is very important as well, because I think both of these teams, they'll be playing with their Pally, Prof, and Champion. Champion is getting a secure kill every single time, and Pally and Prof can set up kills for your MVPs if you get any, with Gloria Domini being able to slow down your opponents, Spiderweb, Dispel, all great setups for kills. So it's not just RNG, but also a lot of different strategies and how you play around the map that makes a team good in Shapeshift Ops.
Especially how you cycle those skills that you mentioned. How you layer those skills.
Exactly.
Like for me, I'm not a competitive player. I just keep on mashing the buttons. But these players are very critical when it comes to layering those skills. And well, it's gonna go down to teamwork. Of course, they're not just playing individually here. They're layering their skills, and of course, the call out. Who do you wanna FM? Like what you mentioned about champions being probably or 100% being deployed for this map. Well, do you think will there be a chance to actually use High Wizard in this map?
No.
No.
This is High Wizard's worst ever map. We will never see High Wizard here because one, nobody is staying around being static. Everybody's running around. Sure, High Wizard provides you a little bit of map control, but when everybody is just running across separately, High Wizard is very low priority. It's very bad in this map that you really don't want to play with a High Wizard in this map.
All right, with that being said, then for sure, 100%, they're going to be deploying their team with the champ. And to counter that, so do you think Encore will also be doing, again, the mirror lineup?
So one thing about it is Assassin can actually play by itself pretty decently in this map. So we might see Encore throw a curveball, you know. They can play with the Assassin here and keep their champion for 2 other maps.
Or
which means that
deathmatch.
they will have it for the deathmatch and they will have it for the map after deathmatch if they want to. So since this is Poek's map choice, they have to go for the champion, right? Unless now the thinking process is Poek knows that because they have to pick the map, and if they pick Shapeshift, they know that the opponent has a chance to play with the Assassin. And there's no way Poek plays with the Wizard here.
No.
So we might see Poek just say, F it, we're not going to play Shapeshift. We're going to play maybe Cart again.
Or
maybe Goblin, you know. Play these 2 maps and ensure that the champion's deployment count is used
for that
evenly.
Match.
Exactly.
Correct. And at this point, Encore, even if they lose, I'm not jinxing it, even if they lose game number 3, they have 2 points advantage. I mean, it matters, but comparing to Poek's predicament at this point, they can still have a really big margin for errors. But I'm not saying that they can leisurely do misplays and errors, but those are the things that you want to consider going towards game number 3. I like the mind games that you've laid here, Zero. You mentioned that since they are being forced to actually pick their best map with their best lineup, which is the champ, they will be leaving with or going towards team deathmatch with less deployment count on their champ. So what can they do with this kind of mind games?
It's pretty tough here for Poek. There's one thing you can do is just deal with it when it comes. You just play your best map, hope for the win. Hopefully you come out with something else along the way. Or you try to outplay your opponent, knowing that, hey, this is what is on their mind. This is how they can outplay us. So maybe they can think of something else that can outplay the outplay. So
card contest
multiple layers of this,
yes.
That both of these teams can go for. And it's going to be very interesting to see what will be the final decision. Because if we go for Shapeshift, I already know the results here. And that's why Poek not going to go for Shapeshift. They know the odds of them winning this entire series is very low if they go for Shapeshift. So they opt to go for Blood and Gold, forcing the opponent to play with a champion here.
Yeah, just so they can have an equal deployment count for their champion. But wow, Zero, I really love your mind games. You've read them like a book. You already told us what's gonna happen. You're from the future, right?
Yes, I can see 12 seconds into the future. So
was that clairvoyance? Clairvoyance?
I think it was from The Boys. I don't remember exactly where. But here, Poek looks like they are locking in Blood and Gold, forcing the deployment count for the champions to be equal, which means that, now there's no strategical or composition-based advantage for their opponents. They are at least playing on an equal level then.
Yes, and what I really love about Blood and Gold, regardless if whoever has more golds at the beginning,
is the ending.
It's the ending that matters. Who has more gold coins at the end? This is good. This is so good for Poek.
This is what Poek is looking to do, right?
Yes.
Making sure that their deployment count on their champion matches their opponents, so that they are never caught out in a bad map without a champion. So here, if Poek runs a champion,
Wow.
it means that the opponent has to play a champion as well.
Yes.
One, because champion is good in this map, right? Because being able to Asura anyone,
Yes.
getting their coins is very important. And Poek is forcing them to play Doc in this map,
Yeah.
and that gives them, even if it doesn't give them an advantage, they are not playing at a disadvantage.
That is correct. Or probably baiting them for a reverse sweep.
It's hard to say. I mean,
It's hard
down
to say.
2-0 right now for Poek. They have some ways to go. Their secret weapon is not weaponing
Yeah.
right now. So it is, they have to sort of adjust the best they can without forcing a change of class.
That is correct. That is correct. They are indeed in a predicament, but now Docs, like what you mentioned, will be forced to be chosen. Team number 1 here for Encore will be the ones battling up against Poek. But surely enough, though they will be having an equal amount of deployment counts with the champion, we know how scary this lineup is. But at the same time, we know how close these two lineups can play with deathmatch, but now they will be using it at Blood and Gold, and it's just a matter of who gets more gold coins at the end. It doesn't matter who dies so much or kills so much, as long as you can kill the gold bearer.
Yep. So there's a few strategies that you can
Tell
play here
me.
generally, but
Because I'm always the one tasked to collect all the coins.
yeah, that's the problem. If all the coins are put into one basket,
Okay.
it means that a few Asuras and you lose your coins.
So it's better to
spread it out. You want to spread out all the coins between 4 or 5 players and try and keep everybody alive as much as possible. If you have 16 coins on your priest and he gets Asura,
Yes.
and every
and it's
death,
not impossible.
yep, you lose half the coins every time you die. So
Yes, yes,
if you
yes.
have 16 coins on your priest, he gets a Surah, he loses 8 coins. That's 8 coins going to your opponents. Now, there's a few ways to counterplay this. One is by always making sure you know where the champion is.
It's going.
And just preparing to loot the coins the moment whoever his target is dies. So that sort of nullifies the effect of the champion a bit. But let's just wait and see as we head into game number 3 here. Poek 0-2 right now. Can they make a comeback in game number 3? It is Blood and Gold. It is their map choice. It is their best chance to equalize things.
And talking about that, they're now leading with 4 gold coins to 1. But again, we're talking about whoever has the most coins at the end of it. Saniv again being the target, Orang as well. Will this be a repeat performance? But Banoobs will also be going down, not taking damage. Now, I think the Pallies are doing their job, targeting whoever has the coins.
I think the most important thing in this early game stage is to trigger everyone's Osiris. You have to make sure nobody has Osiris when you go towards the end game, and that is what Doc should be doing. He should be changing his targets, proccing everybody's Osiris to make sure later he just needs a single Asura to get the kill. Haram is gonna fall 6-4 right now. Encore is the one leading in terms of the coins, but again, like you said,
Yeah, like what you said, it doesn't matter.
the early
here.
game doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's the end game that matters, and all these early kills isn't gonna matter much if you cannot trigger all these Osiris.
That is correct. Get C here, being the target again. I hate this map just because I'm a gypsy and I'm the one tasked to get them, but for sure Getsy will be the target here all throughout. If you're a Poek, you want to make sure that the supports won't be able to get gold coins, and if you're on core, you have to make sure that the deep Orang will be checked as well.
3-7 right now. Another round of gold coins is about to spawn on the map. Every 20% is when the coin comes up, and coin count is even 9-9 right now. Both sides have the exact same amount of coins. Oh, Haram does fall. Doc is the one to get a kill, and the coins goes towards the way of Encore. 12-6 right now. Encore in a pretty good lead.
And the Goblins' health here is less than 50%. That's what's really sneaky with Dogs. Aside from taking down players, it's also somehow taking down the Goblin. Dogs is now unstoppable. Saniva's killed Knots here. They are now leading with 6 gold coins. No.
Oh, Getsy does fall, so some of his coins has been given away to his opponent's side. 7 to 11.
A gypsy dying.
That is the power of the champion in this map. The coins are about to spawn once again. Oh, huge kill on towards Banoobs. 7 to 10. Coins are very even right now. Another round of coins is about to spawn in a couple more seconds. So it's very important for them to position on the map to make sure they get the maximum amount of coins they can get. 7-11. Let's see how many coins they can get. Huge lead going towards the way of Poek. 15 to 13 right now. They get the lead. Orang is going to fall. They get the coins back though. 20% is the next round of coins. Can Poek hold on to his lead?
Banoobs trying to hold on his health. Just 2 gold coins though. Haram here trying to... Oh, Haram has died and left a lot of gold coins there. But again, it's just 2 points now. It's about to go down here. At this point, you want to see who has more coins and actually just take them down.
13 to 15. Poek slightly behind, not too far behind. And the next round of coins, another 12 coins is about to drop right now. 9 to 18 right now. Oh, huge lead going towards the way of Encore. Encore is in such a commanding lead. 6 to 21. Another round of coins is about to drop. Who is going to get the majority here? 25, 29, 30 coins on Encore's side already.
Oh my gosh, 10 to 30, but still not the end. Poek can still take gold coins here as long as the Goblin is still alive, as long as they can, you know, take down those gold pairs.
Yes.
But how can they do so?
The moment Goblin dies, that's 20 coins being spawned. So that is a very important part here. 70-22 right now. Coins are neck and neck. Both sides actually catching up towards each other. Orang, he needs to focus on the right target here. Huge Lucid Dream coming from the resummoning of the Sohi. Creates so much space. Good Asura, but gets blocked by the pet. So Orang is able to get a kill onto Sanif. 20 to 20 right now. Nut is gonna fall. 19 to 21. MVP, the Goblin is gonna fall. Who's gonna get more coins? Encore gets the slight lead. 1 minute. 1 minute left. Haram is gonna fall. And that is gonna be more coins going towards the way of Encore.
That is correct. And 46 seconds. Encore is on the roll here. 20 to 40 here.
They need to find Doc. Doc has 13 coins. They need to focus down on Doc to get the kill. Vinder's gonna fall. 17 to 43. Poek in a lot of trouble. They need to get these kills.
They have to. They need to. 23.
Oh, good focus there. They know all they need to do right now. Focus on the champion. Keep killing the champion because the champion is the only thing that stops you from winning here. And Poek in a lot of trouble. It might be too little too late here. 10 seconds left remaining. Encore 48 coins, 50 coins. No way to come back. And Encore is gonna go towards match points.
And the crowd goes wild. Encore taking game number 3 of our best of 7 series. Guys, I'm having shivers. I mean, goosebumps here. If you're here inside Union Mall Zero, I'm really hyped up.
I mean, we're talking about how this is held in neutral ground. But we can hear so much cheers for the Filipino squad. Up 3-0 right now. They are in match point. They are in a position to take it all in the next map.
That is correct. However, I want to go back once again to the thought that still, we're not yet done, adventurers. Poek can still do what they're best when it comes to, you know, playing under pressure. However, during that match, it was really close. They were, you know, they almost had it. However, Docs, on the other hand, you mentioned they have to kill Docs, but Docs is the one who does the killing.
Yeah, played really well there, Doc. I mean, we're talking about how Mavis has been performing very well on the champion. Doc is showcasing how it should be played compared to the rest out there, and he has been really showcasing the prowess of him. And he has one more chance to shine. That's gonna be on the next map. We will be seeing Deathmatch. And we are definitely seeing both champions being used once again here.
Question is, will Encore deplete their final deployment for Team 1? Or are they gonna play safe and deploy Team 2 for that match?
If you are looking to win here, you're gonna be playing for the win. You definitely want to play with the champion in this map.
Yes.
If you're expecting the opponent to play the champion, you play the champion here as well. But we might see a Hail Mary play coming in out from the side of Poek, you know. They might think that, okay, even if we win this with a champion, we won't have a champion for the rest of the maps, right?
Sadly.
So what they can do is make a Hail Mary play, play with Mavis on the Wizard in this map.
Deathmatch?
In Deathmatch, you know, use Stormgust 1, not for damage, but to shut down the opponent's champion, just with constant freeze.
Yes.
And that might give you an opening to get a win in this match. So
That could
you're down 3-0 right now. You have to throw everything out of the book, because if you play standard, you're never gonna be winning in here. This is the time where you have to make this high risk, high reward plays. Because if they win this game without a champion for Poek, if they win this without a champion, it means that they can play the next map with a champion, ensuring they go 2-3, and it creates another opening that they might force this to a game 7.
They have to force this, but I like your thought process when you said that they can play Mavis High Wizard at that match, especially they know that a champion's role is just to go in, and if you can bait him to go into the stack, just throw your AoEs, not to kill him, but actually just to CC him, that could be a good play. That could be a good trick up their sleeves. Hopefully they'll be able to do that. But I think with the percentage, I think high percentage to actually use Orang-Orang's champion.
I mean, if they want to play it safe, you play the champion here. If you want to play to win, you have to play with Mavis here. And let's take a look at the stats for game number 3 here for the grand finals. It was neck and neck until the last moment. Pretty much 20-20 on towards both sides, but when the last bout of coin score, we saw Encore getting so many kills, Sunniv getting a kill, Banoobs getting a kill, Doc getting a lot of kills. I mean, Doc 15 kills and 17 gold coins. He's running around chasing the opponent with the highest amount of coins in his team.
Yes, he has coins, and he is also chasing and killing people from Poek. But, you know, hands down to Poek, I want to give credit to their team, because despite the fact that they are actually chasing for points and kills, I mean, wow,
Doc MVP
here.
once again. He played 2 matches, he got MVP 2 times.
2 MVPs. Docs is like super chill actually. Backstage, during the backstage, I asked Banoobs. He said that he's really confident, 100%.
I was confused. Everyone was introducing themselves as Banoobs, so there's like 5 Banoobs in the team.
Later, I'm gonna introduce you to Banoobs later. But anyway, he said that he's very confident. Because I was kind of worried, because when I saw them, they kind of looked tired. But he said 100% they're confident.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the confidence is showing. Up 3-0. Match point here for the side of Encore. One win away from securing 500,000 US dollars for their prize pool.
Wow, I'm speechless here. But again, as shoutcasters, as commentators, we've seen so many tournaments wherein even though a contestant or a team has managed to do like 3-0, we've been witnessing a lot of reverse sweep. Anything is possible, especially since this is fair mode, right?
Yeah, and the king of comebacks is Poek.
Yes,
I mean, let's check out the highlights for game number 3 as we can see what caused this match point for Encore.
Later on,
very soon,
we will be giving you the highlights. But I really like what you given them the title of King of Comebacks. That's really legit. Okay, hopefully Poek will be able to live up to their name. But anyway, again, here are the highlights.
There you have it, Nikki. Game number 3.
Wow, I'm
And-
smiling because I'm really happy to see intense matches right here in the grand finals. First ever LAN tournament, first ever $1 million USD tier cup, and we're one step closer. This is a decider match, actually.
Absolutely. And it's going to come down to, which team wants to win it more.
Mhm.
Because if you're, for both teams, if your will to win is higher than your opponent's, that gives you an advantage no matter what you play.
True. Defies everything. If you have that will to actually win the grit.
It's like an
but-
anime.
Sorry. When Sierra said anime, I was just like going ham here, 100%. But I believe Encore is also, set on in that kind of mindset. And talking about mindset and settings, just want to greet people from the watch party because at this point, they're very hyped in each watch party that they belong to, whether it's from Indonesia or in the Philippines. Shout out, guys.
Yeah, we've got watch parties in Indonesia. We've got watch parties, like I said, in Makati, Philippines. And also online, a lot of watch parties as well.
Yes.
In Indonesia, they call it Nobar. And it's being hosted on my Guild's Discord. A lot of Guild's Discord as well.
Nova.
So supporting both these teams in Tier Cup. And it is really fun to watch. So I want to shout out all the viewers who are watching us right at home or wherever you are. Thank you so much for witnessing the grand finals here. And we are potentially crowning a champion right after this game. But we might see, again, the king of comebacks. Can they make another bid for their crown?
I hope so because we want to see full 7 matches. And since you segue your watch party, I want to segue my watch party too. Shout out to my friends from Tenebris, Chue, Lucy, my friends Prim, Iggy, Yoans, Moon, Trey, Cookie, Eman, Ice, Madam Mixie. I'm just blabbering a lot of the names because if I don't do so, they'll get mad at me.
They already paid you, right?
No,
so you gotta do it.
This is free. And also for the watch party, we have Little Fatty, Belly Boy, Marvin, Miss Diana from Joymaker, Philippines. Shout out to you guys. Also for the watch party in Indonesia, we have Toshio, Bolton, and everyone from Indonesia. Guys, now's the time to put on your energy ball for Poek. They need it now.
Yeah, especially, Indonesians supporting their home country. This is where, they need your support the most. Like Nikki said, they are down 3-0 right now. Facing the bearer of the gun. One mistake, one loss, and it means the end of the tournament for them. And it is gonna be rough for them.
It's like
so much pressure.
One again.
It is best of one every single time right now for Poek's side. They know they have no more lives. This is their last and only chance. Meanwhile, we take a look at Encore. They are chilling. They are 3-0 right now. They can do whatever they want, and they know that they have that ease of mind that hey, we've got this much of a safety net. Maybe it's time for us to have fun a little as we head in towards Deathmatch, potentially the last game of the Tier Cup Season 1. Let's see which team will be the one to win this map. Will it be Encore securing their sweep, or will Poek show that they have signs of life left in them, and it looks like they are playing it safe. They are gonna go for Orang. They're gonna go for the champion to try and force this towards the next game.
Hopefully, this kind of lineup, what they did during the first match, to be fair, is actually close. They could have won that. Hopefully, they'll be able to learn from that, adjust from it. Like what we've been mentioning, they are the kings of comeback. Hopefully, they'll be able to come back. But now,
Encore is the one.
if they will be securing or locking this lineup, they will be preserving their champ for the next
thinking
match.
about serving their champion to ensure a win on a different map. So that's what's going on in their mind. They know they're up 3-0.
Yes.
They know that they just need to win one more game. So it doesn't matter which game they win. If they can just try and win this game, of course. But even if they don't, next game, they know their opponent has no champion.
Yeah.
This is why I was talking about why this might be a good time to bring out the Wizard. If you try and win with the Wizard, And if the opponent plays with the champion, you know that the next game you have a good chance. And if the opponent doesn't play with the champion, it means that if you win this next game, you have a champion to play against your opponent's champion. So
Exactly.
playing it too safe here for Poek might be sealing the deal here for them.
I want to ask, does Poek have their own like coach?
No, Poek
It's
is
just
playing
them.
with that full 10 people.
Like brainstorming?
Yes.
I see. Because, you know, it's really important to have someone who oversees this stuff. Because, like,
Fresh set of eyes, right? That's what elong. Batman is providing to his team. Fresh set of eyes. You know, the 11th man, you know, Kuroko is the 6th man. They have the 11th man being able to spot things that you might miss out. But let's see. Match and map point here for Encore. Can they get this last map to secure their crown in the Tier Cup? Or will Poek force game number 5 and give us another show here? This has been a journey for both these teams. And it boils down to one final game.
This is it, game number 4. Everyone, give it up for Poek and Encore. Going towards the team deathmatch. Who will win? Will Encore be able to sweep this clean 4-0? Or will Poek be able to finally get their first win of the day? Let's head in straight to game number 4.
Remember, this game doesn't matter for Encore. They can lose this game and secure the win in the next map, but it's definitely better. Huge lucid dream there coming out. They know the focus. Focus on the champion, and that gives them a really good chance here for Encore to win this. Osiris already proc that by Orang, and he's being focused down. He goes down. Huge first blood going towards the way of Encore. Low-key use, not gonna get them, not gonna secure them the kill. But again, Orang being focused down. Who needs a champion? Who needs to play a champion here? Not Encore. 2 kills already. They get Josh. They got a kill onto his Josh, but they get the rest. Still 2-1 right now. The only damage so far is coming out here from Orang. And they are just focused firing him. 3 kills already.
Another kill here for Frost. Frost gonna go down there. Nuts and Santos actually making up all the damage that Orang has failed to give. Again, a kill, a death here from Orang.
Another huge lucid dream freezing out a lot of members. Santos gets a kill onto his Frost. So can they secure this 3-4 right now? Still very close. Orang in some trouble. Again. He's gonna fall 5-4, 5-3. No, 5-4 right now. 30 seconds left remaining. Can they get a crucial kill on either side? Orang is in some trouble. He needs to survive. He needs to get a kill. Can he do it? He falls. This might be it. 10 more seconds to secure this game. Encore, they're already shouting. They're already screaming. They know they have this game. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a new champion for Tier Cup. It's gonna be Encore.
Oh, sorry, I was clapping. Sorry, I was clapping. Again, that was a clean 4-0 sweep from Encore. Everyone is cheering. The crowd is wilded. And of course, I know, you know, these players, they're very sports. They're gonna have their handshake later. Again, 500,000 USD!
Huge wins for the side that is Encore representing the Philippines. Laban Pinas.
Laban Pinas! No bias. No bias. Good game, well played still to Poek. Their journey we've been mentioning, never easy.
Never been easy.
Never been easy. To be here at Bangkok, Thailand, to go up against Encore, another team from the Philippines, only goes to show that they deserve to be here in the grand finals.
Absolutely. And the insane confidence to play the assassin in game number 4, they still managed to get the win as well. So very well played there by Encore. And now I think it's time to reward the audience.
All you have to do is type in Tier Passion Fueled and you will get this refine option pack. I need that. And also
200 refine
more
packs.
coin. Wow, 200!
Grabe naman.
Grabe! Okay. And or box times 10. All right. Again, Trey is asking for codes. We're giving it.
Yep, Tier Passion Feud. Make sure you redeem this. This is a lot of Mora coins. Sorry, a lot of refines. That's gonna be great
What's
for me
your
to
highest
fail later.
refine?
15.
Whoa, no way.
Only 15. Yes, I'm very poor,
How
so
many
I need
red
these.
equipment?
All of them.
Whoa!
But hey, we're not here to
Sorry,
celebrate my
sorry.
refinements or my equipment. We're here to
Redeem this.
celebrate our two winners. Both teams are in fact winners because they
Yes.
made it this far. From 90,000 teams
Wow.
participating in the Tier Cup, all the way here to the grand finals, the top two teams. Congratulations to Encore once again. 500,000 US dollars
And
in
not
the bag.
just that. In-game rewards, title,
And the medal.
medal that turns into pendant, swag. Wow, it has been a long journey from the rankings, the qualifiers, and the top 32. Now, the ending is almost near. We're about to end the story for Tier Cup Season 1, and the crowd is actually really cheering right now.
I mean, there was huge play of confidence towards the end, but every single
Yes.
game, Encore has just been showing poise. They've been showing
Focus.
experience. This is what, you know, the preparation
Yes.
this whole month and even during the
There you
before stages,
go.
the preparation has been huge for them.
Mhm.
Having a coach, giving them a fresh set of eyes,
Yes.
fresh new ideas, definitely
Yes.
gave them the edge in this. And that's why they won 4-0. But if you look
Yes.
at Poek, they don't look too disappointed.
No,
I mean,
no,
they
no.
know they tried their best.
They're happy.
They were just beaten by a better team.
And what I really love about this tournament is that we promote sportsmanship. But there you go! Season 1 Tier Cup Grand Champions, Encore from the Philippines!
Very well done here for the boys from Philippines. Where's their coach? Chan Chan?
Chan Chan!
It's time to go. I mean,
Chan Chan. Wow, look at Frost.
yeah, front and
Everyone's
center.
teary-eyed. Oh, Josh.
I mean, it is a life-changing amount of money. No
Yes.
matter where you are from, you know,
And
it's a
even the
life-changing amount of money.
Their journey here, I think it's not about money anymore because
It's
these
the
guys
achievements, right? I mean,
are rich.
you've got. I mean, in this lineup, you had world champions before this even happened. So very well done here, and we're gonna throw it all to the stage for the prize giving ceremony. Congratulations once again to Encore.
ฟิลิปปินส์นั่นเองนะครับเรียกได้เลยว่าพวกเขามากันเต็มจริงๆ และจัดกันหนักมาก
โอ้โห
และถือว่าเป็นคลีนชีตมากเลยฮะ
ใช่
4-0 ครับท่านผู้ชมครับ
ขนลุกมากๆนะคะ เมื่อสักครู่ดูการแข่งขันนะ โอ้โห มันแบบ damage มหาศาลจริง
แล้วก็เห็นเลยนะฮะว่า พวกเขานี่ใช้ทั้งฝีมือ แล้วก็ใช้ทั้งความสามัคคี การสื่อสารที่ถูกต้องนะครับ แล้วก็ทำให้พวกเขาสามารถได้รับชัยไปในครั้งนี้นะฮะ
ๆ นี่นะคะ ก็มอบกันไปเรียบร้อยเหรียญเกียรติยศสำหรับแชมป์และแน่นอนว่า เงินรางวัลของเราค่ะแชมเปี้ยนไพรส์นะคะ 500,000 US ดอลลาร์
The champion prize is 500,000 US dollars.
Congratulations once again to our champ
15 ล้านบาทครับ
สุดยอดมาก
โอ้โห Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Taihei, for give us an honor. Okay, ครับ
ๆ Okay so congratulations for all of you once again and right now we have a little bit interview to our winner so you just become the 2026 ROC Tier Cup champion so how that is feel
It's nice.
it's nice yeah of course it's nice
Bro, just nice.
It's nice.
Just
it's
nice?
Just nice. You asking your friend. I saw him like.
yeah
Thanks to the, I believe, thanks to the higher up, right? Yeah, I saw you like since before you on the stage. I saw you walking this way, and you like
มี
pray
การ
to the
ขอพ
God.
รสิ่งศักดิ์สิทธิ์
Can you showing because I saw your tattoo. ก็เป็นหนึ่งผู้เล่นนะฮะที่ตะกี้นี้เห็นตอนเดินเข้ามาปุ๊บนี่คือแบบว่ามาถึงปุ๊บ
มูเตลู
สวดก่อนเลย
เลย
คือแบบว่าให้กับองค์เทพทวยเทพ พระผู้เป็นเจ้าช่วยลูก
สิ่งศั
ด้วย
สิทธิ์ช่วยคุ้มครองด้วยแบบนี้
and you guys feeling just nice
just nice
If I can say a few words. First of all, I want to thank the Lord, of course. Secondly, all the sacrifices of our partners, our wives, because, this is such a huge commitment, the practice being a pro. And lastly, I want to thank, of course, the game, ROOC.
Okay.
To
Okay,
be
ขอเสียง
honest,
ปรบมือด้วยนะฮะ
Of course, I was one of the biggest haters of the game because I hate pay to win.
Okay.
But this mode, the formula of this game is the best. Because we've been known as whale players in the Philippines. And the glory of proving everyone that skills and teamwork is a huge factor and not money is priceless. And there's a
Okay.
huge future in the game and the community. Thank you so much. Lastly, I want to thank to all Thai teams that we faced before.
Okay.
We learned so much. Thai teams are super, super strong. I salute. Thank you so much.
โอเค thank you so much ก็เขาขอบคุณตะกี้นี่เลยก็แบบว่าขอขอบคุณอำนาจเบื้องบน
จ้ะ
ที่ช่วยดลบันดาลให้พวกเขาสามารถชนะได้ขอบคุณครอบครัว ขอบคุณภรรยาของเขาเขาถือว่าเขาลงทุกทุนไปกับ
ใช่
ทุกแรงกายแรงใจกับการแข่งขันครั้งนี้ แต่เกมนี้และที่สำคัญที่สุดก็คือขอขอบคุณเกม ROC นะครับเพราะว่าเกมนี้ไม่ได้ pay to win ครับ
ใช่
พวกเขาใช้ความสามัคคีใช้การฝึกฝีมือจนกระทั่งพวกเขามาถึงตรงนี้ได้และที่สำคัญ ก่อนหน้านี้เคยเจอทีมไทยมาแล้วขอบคุณทีมไทยด้วยที่พวกเขาเนี่ยได้เรียนรู้ต่างๆ มากมายกันเลยทีเดียวฮะ
ถูกต้องแล้วนะคะ so you just won a lot of prizes right what's your plan for this money prize
We'll think about it.
maybe later right
Maybe later, yeah. But I told to the team that maybe earning this much money might be an easy feat, but I think the hardest challenge is saving up this huge amount of money. I think
very
it's
good.
much more important to save this money.
ครับก็ถือได้เลยนะครับว่าโหเป็นเงินที่จำนวนมาก
จริง
ท่านผู้ชมครับ 15 ล้านบาทครับ
15 ล้านบาทไทยจ้า
15 ล้านบาทไทยนะฮะ
ค่ะ
เงินขนาดนี้ตะกี้หัวหน้าทีมบอกเฮ้ยเงินได้มาแบบนี้เนี่ยกลัวมันจะเสียไปง่ายดังนั้นทุกคนจงจำไว้จงเซฟเอาไว้จงเซฟเอาไว้จงประหยัด
เก็บออมไว้จ้า
มัธยัติเอาไว้นั่นเองนะฮะ But it's a lot of money to be fair okay
another question นะคะ what was the difficult part during this challenge
I think the most difficult part was really about, this team, this alpha team, where they're really top notch on their specific field. And, bringing together with one purpose is one, you really can't, what's that saying? That you can't.
Swear hard to bring
okay.
together
Yeah, it's really difficult to this competitive people, but I'm really thankful to them that they listen, they humble themselves, and I think that's one of the most challenging part of this journey.
ก็ส่วนที่ท้าทายที่สุดก็คือแต่ละคนในทีมเนี่ยเรียกว่าเป็นคนที่เก่งมากๆในแต่ละด้าน แต่กว่าที่จะรวบรวมคนเก่งขนาดนี้มาร่วมทีมกันได้ แล้วก็สามารถทำงานกันอย่างเป็นทีมได้ขนาดนี้เนี่ยถือว่าเป็นเรื่องที่ยากมากๆ แล้วก็รู้สึกภูมิใจแล้วก็รู้สึกดีใจมากๆที่เกิดทีมนี้ขึ้นมาได้นั่นเองครับ
yes of course and lastly do you have anything to say to your fans to your supporter
bro
a lot of fans right here
Yeah, of course. First of all, thank you so much to our family and friends who came here in Thailand to support us. To all our friends and family also who is watching, supporting us in the Philippines. Thank you so much. And to all the people who helped us get here in the grand finals, like Boss V, who helped us financially during our practices. To Italy Batman, who is supporting us behind the scenes. Thank you also. And to everyone who is supporting us, thank you so much.
ก็ขอบคุณทุกๆคนที่
ค่ะ
สนับสนุนนะฮะไม่ว่าจะเป็นที่อยู่ที่งานของเรา
น่ารักมาก
ทางบ้านครอบครัวที่อุตส่าห์มากันคู่แข่งทุกๆคนที่เหมือนกับ
ค่ะ
ค่อยๆผลักดันให้พวกเขาเนี่ยสามารถมีวันดีได้นะฮะก็ congratulations Selamat Po thank you so much for coming and congratulations as a winner
Yeah there's some noise for Encore แต่ว่าเดี๋ยวตอนนี้
ครับ
เราจะให้พวกเขาเนี่ยเขาได้มีความสุขกันแล้วเนาะเขาจะต้องมอบความสุขค่ะกลับไปสู่เหล่านักผจญภัยทุกท่านกันบ้างแล้วตอนนี้
ใช่แล้วละครับผมเดี๋ยวเราจะมี lucky draw นั่นเองนะครับ now we move to the next session which is lucky draw we have 5 prize to our audience let's find out who is going to be the winner
And while they're having their own lucky draw here in Union Mall Bangkok, we are happy having our own for the viewers at home. So make sure you are ready to type down what you need to do because we are giving out a lot of prizes for all the audience out there.
Yes, by the way, this giveaway is proudly sponsored by 1-1. Thank you so much to our friends from 1-1, the #1 game recharge platform. So all you have to do is to type in your UID plus your server name plus your username plus your expectations for the future ROOC tournaments. Example, my UID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus server name Frontera 6. My username Nikki. My expectations is Guild versus Guild. How about you?
You just have to type that in towards the YouTube chat and you might stand a chance to win a classic baseball cap and cheer outfit costume
Oh,
set.
I know that. It comes in red too, right?
Yes,
Yellow
there's
and
multiple
red.
colors
Yes.
for it. So make sure you type it down and we will be selecting a couple of lucky winners. How many does it say? No, it doesn't. We
Yeah.
will choose some winners
But our
from
friends
the YouTube
from
chat.
yes, that is correct. We'll take a screenshot. So make sure that your entries are correct and valid. Otherwise, it will be forfeited.
We're gonna give you guys about 30 seconds
Yes.
to think of what you expect in future RO Classic tournaments.
Tournaments,
Maybe
yeah.
you expect
More land like this?
arm wrestling, or like you say, Guild versus
Why
Guild,
not?
another
Why
dimensional
not?
drill format.
But anyway, here's another one. All you have to do again is to type in your UID plus your server name plus your username. And this is going to be OOC or 1-1 credit.
Yep, $50, $20, and $10
Wow.
worth of 1-1 credit that you can use to redeem your in-game credits. You can use this to buy Nyans. You can use this to buy Battle Pass. Bounty Pass.
Yens. I want yens.
If you want Nyans, I mean, if you
Statless
win it,
costumes.
if you win it, you can use it to whatever you want. So make sure you follow this format, UID, server name, and username. Enter it in the YouTube chat, and you will be in the running to win this. Now, we won't announce the winners right here. So the winners will be reviewed and contacted, will be reviewed and announced later on our official Ragnarok Online Origin Classic
Yes.
platforms. And then you can contact the relevant parties to collect your prizes.
That is correct. Once again, all you have to do to join is to type in your UID plus your server name plus your username. Do it now, do it fast, and do it correctly. Once again, thank you so much to 1-1 for sponsoring this giveaway.
It's a lot of $50 worth is what, 3 bounty passes?
You're so good with math.
And 1 radiant pass. So hey,
Listen to him.
that is a lot of gold coins that you can be getting. So make sure you participate. It's very easy. UID